going on, everyone? How we doing tonight? It's a wonderful Tuesday, Taco Tuesday as we call it around here. I did not have tacos tonight. I had myself some pasta. So even though we call it Taco Tuesday, your boy didn't have no tacos. But that's okay. We're here. We made it. It's Tuesday. It's been a while, y'all. How we doing tonight? I hope you guys are all doing great. Ralph, welcome. Lil Bubba's here. Mass Figures here. How we doing, everybody? Did I miss someone? Oh, the Odd Bros in here as well. Welcome, welcome. How we doing, everyone? Ready to drive into the madness that is the briefcase simulator in the start of Sinnoh. So it's time to jump in to the wonderful, oops, wrong scene there. The wonderful madness that is our briefcase simulator, searching for our shiny little monkey boy, the little pink one. So yeah, I'm feeling like we're gonna well break into the 1,000 mark today. Excuse me, sorry. We're gonna well break into the 1,000 mark today, so that'll be a good milestone. I'm hoping that we can actually get somewhere with finding this pink shiny monkey. I'm not gonna hold my breath. But I'm gonna stay hopeful. I'm gonna hope that we do get it tonight. So that will be great. Mass Figure Taco Tuesday it is, and you had pizza tonight. What kind of pizza did you have, my guy? What kind of pizza did you have? I love me some pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno pizza. That is my favorite pizza. Pepperoni, jalapeno, pineapple. You get a little bit of that savory from the pepperoni, you get some sweet from the pineapple, and you get some spicy from the jalapeno. And I know there's gonna be people in chat that are like, you put pineapple on pizza? I can't believe you do that. Why would you put pineapple on pizza? And to that I say, it's my pizza. I can eat what I want. Oh man. It's been a week, y'all. I'll tell you what. It has been a week, and I'm just glad to be here with you guys, spending the evening mindlessly running through a briefcase simulator looking for a pink monkey Pokemon. Of all things. Of all things. The Odd Bro says that they had burgers tonight. Yo, what kind of burgers are you getting, my friend? A burger? I am always down for a good burger. A good, nice char-grilled burger. With some, oops, that didn't do what I wanted it to. A good, nice char-grilled burger. Yum. I love putting some arugula on my burgers with some nice like pepper jack cheese, maybe some grilled onions. Ooh. And I always use like fancy mustard. Whenever I have burgers, I always do like brown mustard or horseradish mustard or like something like that along those lines, instead of doing just like traditional yellow mustard, you know? A little bit of mayo, some brown mustard usually is what I go with. Dijon mustard. I'm sorry, I said horseradish mustard. I meant Dijon. Generally, I like the brown mustard with the burger though. Some nice mayo, brown mustard, arugula, grilled onions, sometimes some sauteed mushrooms in there too. Oh, your boy loves a good sausage, or a good sausage. That, don't clip that. A good mushroom on the burger. I was reading Mass Figure's response that he's had sausage pizza. One of my friends actually hates sausage. How do you hate sausage? Sausage is so good. Come on now. Come on now. Ralph says Groudon 1,712 soft resets. Mewtwo immediately after in 62 soft resets. Yo, congrats. That's awesome. You got the Mewtwo in 62 resets. And then 8 raids for Nilego. Whoa. Ralph, you have the shiny touch today, my friend. The shiny touch is with you today. Ralph just bringing the heat. Lil Bubba asks if I got him a coffee too. I just made myself one tonight, but I'm willing to cheers you. Oh, and it's so good. I did a little bit of hazelnut whole like cream cold foam over the top of it. Oh man, so good. So freaking good. How do you not like I feel like I remember being a kid and you would go like have pizza days at school, you know, when they would for like extracurricular events. So like when we would do stuff for student council or Key Club, which is like Kiwanis Youth Club around here. We would always have like pizza fun, you know, and it was always cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, sausage pizza. Those were your options. And I would always get one slice of sausage and one slice of pepperoni, and I would eat those suckers. And I would always get one of each because I'm a variety fiend. I don't like just sticking with the same thing over and over, you know? Yum. All this food talk. I just ate dinner, but all this food talk's making my mouth water. So it's Pokemon Go Fest, right? Isn't that what's going on this week? Is that only in New York, the Go Fest? Or is that like a worldwide thing? What is going on with my controller? My controller's just like going nutty. Let's see. What else did I miss in chat here? The sausage line. Ralph says, yeah, put your earmuffs on, kids. Don't listen to Casey talk about sausage. Oddbro says I put American cheese, bacon, tomato, lettuce, ketchup, and mustard on my burgers. Yo, just a good old classic American style burger right there. You can't go wrong with the bacon, American cheese, classic yellow mustard, ketchup, lettuce, tomato action. Yo, I would gobble that sucker up. That would be a delicious burger for sure. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Mask's gonna post the clip in Discord. Yeah, probably. He tends to do that sometimes. Speaking of Mask posting stuff in Discord, so okay, last stream we talked about possibly doing a nice little doubles battle tournament amongst the fam bam. So all of the fam bam, if you're in the Discord, you know what the fam bam is. Any of the viewers of my channel, we call them the fam bam. That's what's up. We're gonna try and coordinate like a nice little doubles tourney. I think that would be fun to do, possibly on like I was thinking like on a Saturday or a Sunday, maybe beginning of August, because I'm going on vacation to England like mid-August. So I will be out of town for like I think it'll be like 2 of my regular. Let me see. Let me look at the calendar real quick. I didn't add a counter for that last encounter. Oh yeah, I did. We're at 50. This is 58 here. Okay, so I have Sunday stream this weekend, not next weekend. Sunday stream this weekend, not next weekend. So Sunday stream before we leave. So it'll be 1, 2, and then I think just 2 streams. I think I'm just gonna be missing 2 streams. 3. Because we have the kids. Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking what we'll do is if we do that doubles tourney, maybe do it like on the 10th or the 11th before I take off out of town. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not. So we'll try and probably do the tournament like during the day. Yeah. August 10th or 11th, mass figure. That is what I'm thinking. I'm sticking to it. On one of those 2 days, maybe we can do that. And we'll probably just do like the current format, you know, 1 restricted legendary on your team, and then so just kind of build your teams as you like. We're not going to be like super stringent and checking everyone's team and making sure. So if you've got if you've got gen Pokemon from websites or whatever, bring them on. As long as you don't have like some crazy illegal move sets on them, I'm good with it. That was not a pink Chimchar. And I don't know why, but I'm getting like my button combos mixed up here. But yeah, so either the 10th or 11th probably. So that Saturday, the 10th of August or Sunday, the 11th of August is probably what we'll end up doing. And do our little doubles tournament style. If we have enough people sign up for it, maybe we'll do like a double elimination bracket if it works out, or if there's not enough people, do a double elimination bracket. If there's enough signed up, then maybe we'll do like groups, and then the top so many people go into an elimination bracket, and then I'll create a bracket that we can all follow in the Discord or something of that sort. We'll make it a fun time. However we do it, we'll make it a fun time. Baby Isla's just sitting right here next to me at the side of me, and she's just watching right now with like mesmerization. She wants to be a part of it. You can't be up here. You gotta go play with mom. Figure asks, open team sheet. Yeah, we'll post our team sheets in. I'll create a page once. So what I'll do is like this week or next, I'll create a channel in the Discord that we can start like figuring out who's going to be in the tournament. And if you want to, I'll create like a tag in Discord so that anybody that wants to be in the tournament, we can have notifications on for it, and have its own separate tag. That way, if you want to compete in the doubles battling, you can be notified of the goings on, and then we'll create that. We'll use that channel to like post everybody's teams. And as far as like open teams, you just have to post the, you just have to post the Pokemon. I think we said Pokemon, held item, and move sets is what we were going to do. Just like how they do it for VGC. So the Pokemon itself, held item, and move sets. You don't have to post like all the EVs, IVs, all that kind of stuff. So we'll make it pretty simple. We'll make it pretty simple. It'll be a good time. Mustard's the same color as my shiny Clang that I got in DAs with Crispy. Nice. You got a Clang from DAs with Crispy? That's a way to go. Hoping I brought the shiny luck to your briefcase simulator. I had 3 legendaries all under odds back to back, so it's definitely possible. I'm my luckiest in the 1000s though. In the pre 1000s, yo. That's how I feel too. I feel like when I've gotten super good shiny luck, it's been really, really fast. And then other times it's just like on and on. Like you guys remember when I did the shiny hunts for the grass starters, yo, I was on a roll. I felt like those suckers were popping up so quick. And then when it came to the fire starters, it was like all of my shiny luck just went out the window, you know? Crazy. Lil Bubba says, you trying to take me with you? If you can fit in my suitcase, I could try. We'll stick you in there. Alf says, got a shiny Latios in 300 resets the next day after Latios at 5K. Yo. And Kyogre at 1274. Nice. Are you you're shiny hunting them all in Brilliant Diamond, right, Ralph? I believe. I think that's what you had said. I know that you were shiny hunting in BDSP. I don't remember which cartridge you said you were playing though. I should probably know by the Kyogre claim though. I think Kyogre and Groudon are in 2 separate games, right? They separated the birds from the beasts, and then Kyogre from Groudon, I think, right? In BDSP? I can't remember. Did they make exclusives for Sword and Shield in the Dynamax Adventures? I guess I should probably look that up, because if I'm going to start doing some Dynamax adventures, I want to know what I'm going for. But then again, I'll probably try and set up the paths before streaming it. Oddbro says maybe we can just copy paste the team sheets from Showdown and Poke Paste. Yeah, that's fine. That we can definitely do that. And then I'll just make it to where links are available in that channel in the Discord. That way it'll make it easy to just like take your Poke Paste and then slap it in there. I don't have to paste the IVs. No. We're not going to get that deep. Open team sheets just as far as like, we just want to make sure that the move sets are all kosher. In case any of y'all are coming in with some genned Pokemon. We don't want the Pokemon to have some crazy ass moves that they're not supposed to have. This is all in Brilliant Diamond. Okay, I thought so. They separated Lugia and Ho-Oh. Oh, okay. You can get the full weather trio in both games. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's right. They separated Lugia and Ho-Oh. Why would they separate? I mean, I guess they figure out a way to separate all of them, but yeah, the beasts and the birds are in different games for sure. The birds were in Pearl and the beasts were in Diamond, right? Oddbro says, will school shopping and school organizations be going on around August 10th? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. When do y'all usually do your school shopping with your parentals? Generally with my kids, we do it like this month. So we'll probably do some school shopping for them this month. But they wear uniform tops, so they have to get their shirts from the school. So that'll be easy to do, and then we'll just get them their bottoms. Probably a few different skirts and shorts for Aubrey, and then a few different pairs of shorts for the Chan Man. Which, by the way, I took them both to their first live Pokemon trading card event this last weekend. It was super cool. Our local Mass Figure says I don't have kids. Yeah, that's okay. I do. I have enough for everyone. Lil Bubba got a shiny Darkrai. Yo, congrats on the shiny Darkrai. Good find. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I took Chandler and Aubrey to their first Pokemon trading card game event. So it was like I think it's called Pokemon League is what the local card shop calls it. I don't know if that's like an official term or not. But I took them this weekend and they loved it. They freaking loved it. They had so much fun. Oops. Yo, controller, stop freaking out. I might need to turn my controller off and back on and try and get this thing to stop wigging out. There it goes. Okay. No shiny Chimchar. On to the next round. But yeah, so the let me see here. I need to grab this link right quick. Checking if software can be played. It's freezing up. Let's try that again, Switch. Let's try that again, Switch. There it goes. Okay. Paste that. Send this to my buddies. Paste that. And send it to... Okay. All right, all done. I had to send out a couple links to my brother and one of my good buddies. What was I saying just before that? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I took Aubrey and Chandler to little Pokemon League. It was super cool. They had so much fun. They each played a couple matches against some other kids there. It was kids from like ages 7, which is Chandler was probably like the youngest one there, I think. Actually, there was one other little girl that was about the same age as him. Up to, I think the oldest kid was like 12 or 13. So it was like 7 to 13 years old. And they battled it out, had some fun, got a free booster pack each, which they're totally into Pokemon cards now. I think I unleashed a beast with Pokemon trading cards because they're like thoroughly hooked. And anyways, they both had a ton of fun. I got them like that. There's like a starter battle academy kit that you can get that has like Pikachu, Eevee, and a Cinderace deck that we started out with so that I could like refamiliarize myself with the game and get them in tune with the rules and whatnot. And for one, they loved it. But then for two, they wanted, I had told them about this, like how the local card shop in town has Pokemon League. And they're like, okay, Dad, we want to go. Can we take these decks? I'm like, yeah, sure you can. But I wasn't sure if they were legal or not. Like those decks in that kit. Because they're real super basic. And I don't think that the cards that come in that kit are like part of the like standard sets, you know? So I got them each like a already built deck. They have well, I got Chandler the Zapdos EX deck, and then Aubrey got the Gardevoir EX deck. So they both have like a full 60 card pre-built like box kit deck set. And so I had to like help them learn how to play those decks before the night before taking them to the Pokemon League. They both went and played. They both won one, lost one, and then Aubrey played a third set against this other little girl. She ended up losing best 2 out of 3, but they both had a ton of fun, and they're like excited to go again. They're like, can we go the next time that they have this? I was like, yeah, sure, we'll do it again. But now it's got me like all into what's going on with them. Like I love watching them open up the packs. And then I'm like trying to figure out strategies of like what's going on in the card game meta so I can help like teach them what's going on. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny and pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about it. Mass Figure got to go for a bit, helping my girlfriend cook a Thanksgiving meal, but not a lot of food. Turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy. No, nice. Have fun cooking, Mass Figure. We will see you when you get back, if we're still around here. Little Bubba says 39 away from 1,000. Yeah, we're coming in hot, baby. Coming in hot. We're gonna get there for sure tonight. So I was a little late to start stream tonight because normally I get started at like 6:30. I at least get the starting soon screen going with some music for you guys. But I already knew I was going to be running super late tonight, so that's why I posted in the Discord that I would be starting closer to 7, maybe even 7:30 ish. We made it by the 7 p.m. mark, so that was good. But I got home, had to shower, get ready, and then I was making dinner for us tonight. And I was making some pasta. So we actually, Gina and I had pasta on this wonderful Taco Tuesday. I know I always talk about Taco Tuesday on Tuesday night streams. And I can't remember the last time I actually had tacos on Tuesday for stream night. But I did have tacos this weekend on Sunday. So a couple nights ago, I did have tacos. The mystery gift wasn't shiny. How'd you get it? Mystery trade. Mystery gift for... Was it Darkrai that you're talking about? Oddbro says maybe we can do July 20th, but that might be too early. Either one is fine with me. Yeah, I probably can't do July 20th. I've got a lot of stuff going on this month on the weekends. Like this coming weekend, we've got a family barbecue coming on Saturday. So we're meeting with all of my like dad's side of the family and having a big family gathering, and we're gonna barbecue and have a full day of it. So I can't do this coming weekend. The following weekend is one of our best friends' birthdays, and Gina and I are going to be in Vegas for the weekend for her birthday. And then the weekend after that is Isla's birthday weekend. So that weekend will kind of be shot on Sunday. So like on this coming Sunday, I'm still going to be streaming. The Sunday after Isla's birthday, I'll still be streaming as well. It's just the Saturdays are like taken. I could probably try and do something on a Sunday, but I want to give myself some time I need to actually build a team for the tournament and I haven't done so yet. And Horse Raid, yo, welcome Raiders. Welcome. How's everybody doing on this Taco Tuesday? What kind of tacos are you guys having? And what was going on in the previous stream you were in? I hope you guys are all having a good time. I am sitting here going through a briefcase simulation, hoping that a little pink monkey will show up for us tonight. Welcome. Horsey Raid, nice. Thank you, Raiders. I hope you guys are enjoying your wonderful Taco Tuesdays. What kind of tacos did you guys all have today? Welcome. Trying to get our little pink Chimchar to start our shiny only fire type playthrough of Shining Pearl here. And we're on the brink of breaking 1,000 encounters, which it's not too many actually when you put it in the scope of things, but at the rate that these encounters come through, it's quite a bit of time so far put into it. So I'm hoping that we get somewhere with it soon so that I can actually start the playthrough and get some action going. But until then, we're having great conversations about tacos, lovely tacos. Horsey Games says, I wish I had tacos. Me too, my friend. I actually had pasta tonight. I was just talking to Chad about it. I am a guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Thank you, Ralph, for posting the link. Yo, if you guys don't already, please go give Horsey Games a subscription. Thank them for the raid. How was your stream tonight, Horsey? What were you doing? What did you have going on? Were you shiny hunting? We were just doing some encounters for shiny Azelf. Oh, nice. And BDSP too. Great choice for shiny hunting legendaries. The static legendary soft resets are always fun. Made it further than most. I think I gave up one of my shiny hunts at like 20. I got bored. Yeah, that tends to happen, Keegan. That tends to happen. You gotta buckle up and persevere through some of these soft resets. They can get daunting. They can get pretty daunting, but you just gotta keep the head down, sit in, lock in, and just persevere. You gotta keep telling yourself that the shiny will be there. There are those times where you start to get into it and you just think like, is there really a shiny Pokemon in this game? Like you start getting that crazy feeling, you know? I know that feeling all too well, but if you persevere through, it will come. I promise you. There are such thing as shiny Pokemon in these games. I feel like sometimes Scarlet and Violet has kind of skewed our perception of shiny Pokemon recently, because Scarlet and Violet, well, first off, PLA made it quite easy to find shinies, because for one, you get the shiny Horsey in the game, but then just finding shinies in the game became pretty frequent. And then we've got the shiny hunting in in Scarlet and Violet with our Herba Mystica hunts and making shiny Pokemon just appear so rapidly, it kind of skews your perception for these longer encounters, you know? When you're able to just encounter multiple Pokemon at once in the live game, the shiny Pokemon become a lot more common. The event of your dreams is coming this Friday in Scarlet and Violet. Yes, I know. I'm so excited. I'm going to be okay. I hadn't got to that point yet in stream. I was going to talk to you guys about it. So this Sunday when I stream, I'm not going to be doing the briefcase simulator. We're going to shiny hunt some Raichu this weekend. We're gonna specifically a Lowland Raichu. I'm gonna be shiny hunting a Lowland Raichu, and we've got the increased shiny odds with the event going on. So I'll probably shiny hunt all of the Pikachus, or the different Pikachu friends. You know, I've got the Pichu in PLA that I haven't like transferred over to my home. But I definitely want to get a Mimikyu because I don't have that shiny yet. And I might as well get a Pikachu while I'm at it, because all of the shinies I have of that family are Raichus. So I probably should get a shiny Pikachu for like some sort of living dex if I ever do decide to do that eventually. I think it would be good to have that on standby. Scarlet and Violet and PLA definitely have changed shiny expectations. I love the games for dex competition, or completion probably is what you meant there, Ralph. But I enjoy a 4096 shiny so much more. Yeah, the perseverance, it's that satisfaction of like grinding through and getting to the end of it. And then you just feel accomplished, you know, like that you persevered through. Kristen, welcome. How you doing tonight? Welcome. You might not like what I am about to say, but Scarlet and Violet were bad games, laggy, and honestly, I didn't enjoy the game that much. Gulf City Nicholas, yo, I totally understand that viewpoint. I personally liked the Scarlet and Violet games. I looked past the bugginess and the lagginess of it, but I can totally understand people's frustration with it in that aspect. I personally loved Scarlet and Violet. I thought that they were such a good move forward for Game Freak. I know the bugginess and lagginess is a problem. I 100% agree that it's a problem. But overall, the progress that Game Freak is making, and maybe that's just because being a Pokemon fan, like the bar is set a little bit lower. It seems like Pokemon games have always been kind of stylistically, you know, that old school top down look, that 2D look to them. So getting into the open world form finally, with Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet, I feel like Scarlet and Violet is making movements in the right direction when it comes to open worldness and being able to move around. Not having loading screens was really nice. But I totally understand the frustration with lagginess and bugs. It is definitely acceptable to be upset about those games. For sure. I need a Lowland Raichu, the Tatsugiri forms, and 2 shiny Gimmighoul, Ralph. Yo, I wonder if so I know when I read up on the notes for the Gimmighoul event, it sounds like it's the same thing as the previous Gimmighoul event, where they talked about the shiny Gimmighoul, but I think it's just a chance for the Gimmighoul to be shiny, correct? So we're gonna have the same 4096 odds, if that's the case, which is kind of frustrating because yeah, technically you can find it shiny, but it's only in the 5-star raids that you can find it shiny. So you have to make sure that when you're hunting looking for the raids, that you're in a 5-star raid. And then you pretty much just need to catch every Gimmighoul, because you're not going to be able to truly tell if it's shiny until it's in your boxes, I think. Because the Terra form or the Terra crown and the crystals that it gives, it's going to kind of make things look weird. And then Gimmighoul's shiny isn't like super noticeable either. It's very subtle. Bubba says y'all got bugs and lag, but I didn't. I know some people playing on the, if you played on an OLED Switch, it was probably less frequent, the lag. But it was still there. Because I played on an OLED Switch and I definitely experienced lag, especially in like the Tag Tree Thicket and the Bamboo Forest. It was super, super bad. Ralph says the Terror Raid's shiny odds are a little higher at 41.92. Oh, they are. That's good to know. They're even higher than the just base odds. When you see NPC moving at 2 FPS, it really makes you wish they did delay the games a bit. The game I enjoyed the most was Legend Arceus. It was difficult, but it played better in my opinion. Yeah, that's for sure. The gameplay was a ton better in PLA than it was in Scarlet and Violet. I 100% agree with that comment. And yeah, I could, like that opening scene when you're going through the opening cutscenes for the school and the students are in the background. There's like that little kid that's kicking his feet and he's like swaying back and forth at his desk and he's just moving at like 2 frames per second, just glitching out. Oh, dude, I had to look past a lot of those issues to be able to enjoy the game. But I also remember playing Red and Blue originally when you couldn't even move fast until you had the bike in the game. So I've been through some times, y'all. I don't know if you guys know it, because if you played Kanto the first time on Fire Red or Leaf Green, you got the running shoes pretty early, so you never had to endure the slow movement. But I remember Red and Blue, and then Gold and Silver were the same way. I think Gold and Silver got running shoes, but I don't believe you got them until like the 2nd or 3rd town. I can't remember exactly. The biggest issue, honestly, was the Terror Raids. The input lag is very noticeable. Yeah, the Terror Raids are buggy. I hate doing Terror Raids online with people. It is super annoying. Game had risks, you could get hurt, and it felt like you were not OP at all. Oh, you're talking about Legends Arceus, Nicholas. Yeah, the interaction, like the active action RPG interaction that they added to Legends Arceus made it so good. It was far and away one of the best entries to the Pokemon series that Game Freak has ever made. Hang on 1 second for me, guys. I will be right back. All right, we're back. We're back at it. Oops, wrong screen, wrong scene. Back at it. Sorry, guys. I don't know if something I ate today didn't sit well with me. I'm sorry I had to leave so quickly like that and abruptly, but I had to rush to the potty because something wasn't sitting well in my stomach. But I think we're good now. I think we should be okay. If I have another issue, I might have to cut stream a little early if anything persists. But for right now, I'm good. Baby, will you answer this? I think I am good. Mass Figure, welcome back. Good to see you. Nothing so far has happened out of the norm. You didn't miss much. Okay, let's see. What did I miss? What did I miss chat wise? Lil Bubba asks, did I watch any anime? I've watched like Avatar and a little bit of Pokemon, and then as a kid I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, but nothing like fully in depth. Kristen says I played Blue on an old cracked screen my friend gave me because my family couldn't afford a Game Boy. Oh, that is some dedication right there, Kristen. You have some great memories with Red and Blue, if that's the case. The biggest issue I think that made Scarlet and Violet was the fact that they loaded the whole map at once was a major mistake. The Switch, even the OLED only has so much RAM to work with. I would have been okay with loading screens in between the areas a bit. The story was okay, I guess. Yo, Nicholas, I totally understand that viewpoint with it. And yeah, the thing is I feel like the Switch hardware is limited, right? And so I'm hoping that with the Switch 2 it'll open some more avenues for Game Freak to work with. But the thing that everyone always relates back to is that you have a game like the Zelda games, you know, the Breath of the Wild ones, which had some pretty in-depth, you know, open world concept to them. So they should be able to, but I'm not a game creator, so I don't know how to fully judge the game creation of it all. But I would think that it's probably pretty tough for the hardware to just constantly load and despawn. And despawn the Pokemon that are constantly, you know, spawning in and out of the game. So I could totally understand like it having to load in the entire map can be pretty heavy on the hardware. That's probably why Legends Arceus worked so much better, because you did have like those loading screens, so you'd have open world areas instead. Oh. Bill Bubba says I used to watch when Goku was a kid, I'm guessing. So yeah, I did watch a little bit of the original Dragon Ball, but I watched like the first couple seasons of Dragon Ball Z. So it was like when Goku was the first one to go Super Saiyan. So I think it was called the Cell Saga with the androids, and Cell was like the major bad guy that Goku ended up fighting. That was whenever I watched it. The Odd Bro says after stream or some other day, I can help you create a team for the tournament. Yo, for sure. I've got the ability to do it all. The team that I was thinking about making, I just need to get the legendary, which shouldn't be too hard. I just might have to spend some time getting Kyogre in my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, which means I have to get through the Elite Four. So I need to beat the Elite Four, and then I was going to make a Kyogre team. So we will see. Nicholas says your smartphone has more RAM than the Switch, but here's the difference. Legends of Zelda would render the game like this high poly for what's in front of you, but the distance was low poly, which helped. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Whereas Scarlet and Violet tries to load in even the distance stuff, which doesn't look all that great, to be honest, when it's loading in the background. Z-Colt, welcome. How you doing tonight? Welcome to this wonderful Taco Tuesday stream. I hope you're having a great evening, my friends. So you don't know CC Goku? What do you mean by CC Goku, Lil Bubba? Are you talking about Child Goku from original Dragon Ball? I think that's what you might mean. I watched some of the original Dragon Ball series. The windmill test is a great way to see if the game runs smoothly. What's the windmill test, Nicholas? What do you mean by are you talking about like the actual windmills in the game? Or is there just like a generalized test to put like windmills in a background or something? I'm not sure what that is. You ever try eggs with taco sauce? Adds nice kick to the eggs. Yeah, actually, I like eating eggs with sriracha. I like putting sriracha on the eggs. That is my go-to. Little sriracha on the eggs never did anybody any bad. I do love it. So Horsey was looking for the Azelf, they said. I don't know if Horsey Games is still around or if they took off, but I wonder if did they get the shiny Azelf, Nicholas? I think you came with the Raiders, did you not? You see July 12th through the 15th is Pikachu Raichu outbreaks. Yes, I did. I was discussing the Pikachu and Raichu stuff before I had to abruptly jump out of my chair and rush away for a second. But yes, I'm super excited. I am going to this Sunday stream will probably be I'll be hunting in what is it? The Blueberry Academy has the Alolan Raichu outbreaks. That's what I'm hoping to do. Get a shiny Alolan Raichu, probably get a shiny Mimikyu. The shiny rates are increased, so if it's like the gold event, I'm guessing I should be able to get quite a few shinies. And then if I run through the shinies that quickly, then I'll probably just start building my team for our little Fam Bam tournament, which will be fun to do. Maybe I'll just build the team on stream with y'all. Or I need to get Brilliant Diamond to the point that I can get the legendaries in that game so that I can get a Kyogre. I need to get a Kyogre. Nicholas says, look at Hateno Village in Legend of Zelda as opposed to Scarlet Violet. You'll see the major differences. I never played the Zelda games. I've seen the gameplay and footage from them. And those games look beautiful. Even on the Switch, they look pretty good. But I know what you mean. There's windmills in Zelda and there's windmills in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, they're completely different. An alternate form of Goku that makes him the second strongest in the universe. He can be considered a god as CC Goku. Yeah, no, I never saw CC Goku. I think at the end of when I was watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid, it was like when either Goku or Gohan reached like Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. I think one of them reach Super Saiyan level 2 as the first Saiyan to do it. And it's like Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and I think that's it, that are all trying to like train to get to Super Saiyan level 2. I can't remember. It might have, I think that's after the Majin Buu series. I can't remember. It's been a while. It's been a long while. No, I don't know what CC Goku is. Must have deleted you when he stopped sending gifts. Oh no, in Pokemon Go stuff. I have an idea for the thumbnail for Sunday stream. You in the middle, bottom, pink background surrounded by Raichu and hearts. Yo, that's a pretty fire idea. I need to come up with a thumbnail for Sunday stream, probably tomorrow or the next day. I'll work on it. So yeah, I'll come up with something good for it. It should be a good one. Pancake Raichu, yes sir, we're gonna get ourselves a nice tan shiny Pancake Raichu with the good old dark brown, the deep chocolate brown color. Is she? You just letting her air out? Nicholas says the development time shows Legends of Zelda devs times are usually 5 years. Game Freak unfortunately pumps out a mainline game once a year, which does have some issues. Yeah, for sure. And two, with Breath of the Wild, I believe the Zelda team extended the game like another year. I think they delayed the release another year. Whereas Game Freak's kind of on a timer for all of their merchandise and whatnot. They're kind of forced to stay on like a 3-year cycle to drop a new generation of Pokemon to keep like the card game competitive as well. And I feel like on the competition side of things, I feel like the card game kind of drives more. The doggies are barking again. The card game tends to bring in the biggest crowd and then has the largest prizes at the competitive tournaments. And so I feel like there's something to do with the card game that drives Game Freak to have to like pump out a new generation for them to continue to make cards and make the meta for the card game continue to shift, as well as the VGC circuit. And especially with VGC getting bigger over the past like 2 generations of Pokemon games, I think that they're going to be even more constrained for that time cycle, that like 3-year cycle. So they're going to have to like come up with some way of increasing manpower, which I think they're working on because they have that Pokemon Works team. So I'm hoping that maybe that will help them dedicate more focus to the like gameplay aspect of the games. We'll see. I think overall Pokemon's in a pretty good space. I remember playing Red and Blue as a kid, thinking how cool it would be for Pokemon to be in real life, you know, and like you could roam around. And the next closest thing you could get to that is basically what we got with Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet. So I feel like with me, it's a little bit easier to look past that. Whereas like a lot of Pokemon fans right now are probably more so from like, it seems like a big chunk of Pokemon fans started their Pokemon journey like around Gen 4, maybe 3, 4, and 5, which were definitely like the tail end of those classic style games. So a lot of people are used to like the quality of life changes and whatnot that have happened. And then too, just gaming over the past 10 years, like graphically and performance wise, games have just exponentially gone so far ahead, and Game Freak is still kind of in archaic times, to be quite frank. So I'm hoping that they can pick up the slack and fix what they did wrong, while continuing to push their limits. That would be a good way to go for Gen 10. Oddbro says, I don't think Pokemon's releasing a game this year. Yeah, unless we have some sort of Pokemon Presents this month that drops a title, I don't think that we're gonna get a game this year. This month, maybe next month, they could still like drop something. But I would think that if they don't announce a game for this year by the end of this month or sometime next month, they're gonna miss any sort of hype cycle that they would have for a holiday release game. So there's still a chance we'll still get a game this year, because we could get some sort of like for like remake the same way that they did BDSP for a game, and technically Black and White is due for the next game to like get a revisit the same way that, you know, Kanto got it with Fire Red Leaf Green, Johto got it with Heart Gold Soul Silver, so on and so forth. So there's still a bit of hope that there could be a game this year, but even if there is, it won't be Game Freak producing the game. It's going to be like Ilka or some third-party studio. It won't be Game Freak studio putting it out, because they're Game Freak's two major teams. One's working on Gen 10 right now, and the other one's working on the next Legends game. So it's unlikely that that Game Freak will put out another game this year. Plays never hurt, especially if it irons out major issues. Yes, I agree 100%. Because the backlash they did face from Scarlet and Violet, yeah, they're delaying another game. Be playing Legends ZA, of course. I feel like Pokemon Z has been such an anticipated game for so long that Legends ZA is gonna draw back a lot of people into the good graces of Pokemon, as long as they knock it out of the park. If they take the same concept that they did with Legends Arceus and apply it to Legends ZA and add some spins to it, some quality of life changes that make the game more exciting, they can't just carbon copy what they did in Legends Arceus. They've gotta keep pushing the envelope a little bit. I wish they would give us Pokemon on Switch Online and maybe Pokemon Black and White. Pokemon on Switch Online? Oh, like you're talking about like the classic games on the Nintendo Switch Online? Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't understand why they haven't released some sort of, even if they make it digital only and make it like $20-30 a copy or something, but just release like the old school games, the Gen 3 games and probably the Gen 3 games. All of the GBA games, if they were to go back and release like digital copies of Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, and Sapphire and even Emerald on Nintendo Switch Online, they would make so much money from those. If I see anyone say Pokemon Go is dying, I'm going to say we have lots to come in Pokemon Go. Yeah, Pokemon Go is still pretty large. I feel like Pokemon Go still has a very large playing base. Plus, mobile games are just so convenient and easy to get to. I don't feel like that player base is ever going to completely die off. I know people that are my age that only play Pokemon Go. You know, they don't have consoles anymore or play console games, but they played the original, you know, first few generations of Pokemon, and they all came back to Pokemon through Pokemon Go. Bro says, I'm going to bed. Hope you're released from this goddamn briefcase simulator. I hope so too, Odd Bro. Good night, my friend. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll catch you on the next one, buddy. If they made ports for Switch, they'd probably sell like a new release. Absolutely, they would. Especially like if they just took Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and they sold those 5 games. They just like for like poured them over, dress them up a little bit. Like, I don't know. You don't even have to put BDSP graphics on it. You just take the crappy old graphics they had and enhance them a little bit, and then sell them for, I don't know, even $20 a game. Like, original carts of Emerald, I know that they're collector's items still too, but original carts of Emerald are going for like close to what, $200 online? If you can get an actual copy of Emerald. That game's so highly sought after that they could release it on Nintendo Switch Online. And then for the convenience of having it digitally on your Switch, that's a no-brainer. I feel like, and if you made it super affordable, you could release it at like $20-30. People would eat it up. They would eat it up so quick. Kristen says it's funny how many older people I've met playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, I'm sure. I am 100% sure. I know I've talked to plenty of people that I graduated with, and I'm part of the older crowd of Pokemon guys. I was exactly like, I think I was 9 when I was 9 turning 10 when Red and Blue was released in the States. So I was like right at that age where you can totally understand it. Plus right at the same age as Ash, you know, for the anime and Pokemon Fever. Oh, anyone around my age and even like a year or two older than me, they're definitely into Pokemon Go if they're into any sort of Pokemon. Jan the boy, welcome. How you doing tonight? How was your wonderful Taco Tuesday? I hope it was amazing, my friends. But I'm super excited about the so for one, I never got the Mightiest Marked Pikachu. So I'm pretty excited to get my Mightiest Marked Pikachu this weekend. But then also to shiny hunt a Alolan Raichu. I want to shiny hunt Mimikyu. I might as well get myself a Pikachu while I'm at it too. A nice little sun-tanned Pikachu. I generally forgot how tedious Shine Spark was in Metroid. I never played the Metroid games until Switch, if I'm being completely honest. And I know that there's a huge fan base for Metroid Prime. If you're a Metroid Prime fan, Nicholas, I bet you're super stoked about the is it Metroid Prime 4, right? That was just announced at the last Nintendo showcase. What the heck do they call their showcases? Pokemon calls theirs the Pokemon Presents. Nintendo is, it's not a Nintendo Presents, it's like a, I can't remember what it's called. No, I mean like some mid-60s couples. This one lady making her hubby do routes to get the Zygarde cells is hilarious and cute. Yo, for real. That's awesome. They're just out doing their daily walks. Can't wait for that one. Yeah, the Metroid games. I've got a buddy that's a huge, the Nintendo Direct. Thank you, Nicholas. That's the word I was trying to think of. I couldn't remember what they were called. Pokemon calls theirs the Presents. Nintendo calls theirs the Directs. I've got a buddy that's a pretty big Metroid fan, and he's super excited. When I saw the Nintendo Direct, I was like, please use Zelda TP remake or Wind Waker remake. In the last 8 minutes of the Direct, please give us the remake. Then saw Metroid Prime 4. It was worth watching. Yeah, I feel like I was not expecting this last Nintendo Direct to be as good as it was. Like I was thinking that with all the talk that the Switch 2 is coming like this next year, I was thinking that there was no way that they were gonna release like some big bombshells to close out the Switch's life cycle. But yo, they came with some heat. That Mario and Luigi game looks super cool. I love the art style that they chose to go with in that game. Then you have Metroid Prime 4, which Metroid Prime fans have been waiting for years. It's been talked about and rumored that it's coming. Then they had the Zelda game, which you're actually gonna play as Zelda. And it's in the same art style as oh gosh, what was it called? Is it Link to the Past? Right? Link's Awakening. the Link's Awakening one that they redid for Nintendo Switch. I played that game. That was a really good game. And I never played Link's Awakening when it was on, I think, Game Boy Advance. I never played it then, but I played it on the Switch and it was super fun. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Yo. Mass Figure, you're hyped for Stray? I'm playing Zero Mission at the moment, Nicholas says. Zero Mission's the other one that was released for Switch, right? I played a little bit of that game. That was pretty fun, having like the old school side scroller interaction with Metroid, and then well, you're playing as Samus obviously, and then you had those like robot things that would chase you through the level. That was pretty cool. I never completed that game though. I played like maybe 25% of it probably. But that was a super fun game. I liked the graphics to that game too. That was super cool, and it just like it had a lot of nostalgia factor of like old school NES and Super NES games. I love that feel when I can go and play like an adventuring platformer game that gives you that like 2D side scroller nostalgia. I remember as a kid playing a ton of, I don't know if you guys have ever played the Contra games, but the original Contra on NES, on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the first Nintendo, I played the crap out of that game. And you would always want to get the spread gun. The spread gun was the best gun in that game. It was such a good game. And then that's where the Konami code comes from. Those old school Konami games, you could put that code in, and I remember doing it for Contra, and you would get like, I think it was unlimited lives. And so my cousin and I, we would just Konami code the crap out of our life pool, and then just play with like, you're basically playing with unlimited amounts of continues to get through the game. We must have made it through the game like, I think only a few times that way. That was super good. Dread was hard. I got to the final boss, but I got stuck on the parry mechanic. Ooh. Yeah. Having that timing is pretty tough. What's everyone's favorite Nintendo IP? Mine's, I'm definitely like, and if it's Mario, limit it down. What Mario exactly? And if we're considering Pokemon and Nintendo IP, Pokemon's definitely my favorite. But after that, I would probably say, like I love the old school Mario games. So like the way Super Mario 3 was, and how they've made games like that throughout the years, even with going. When they created Mario 64, they have like their 3D Mario series. Plus they have the Super Mario Bros series, which is like their old school side scroller. And now you can have like multiple players in the game. I still love those games. So good. Mass Figure says Mario Party Jamboree. Yo, I forgot they even dropped a Mario Party game that we're going to get before the Switch is done. Jamboree. I feel like with them releasing Heat like that, there's probably going to be backwards compatibility with the Switch too. And then they'll like take those games that they're releasing towards the end of the Switch's life cycle, and then on release of the Switch 2, just release hyped up versions of those games to help sell the consoles with better graphics, better gameplay. F-Zero, that's a great shout, Nicholas. That's a good shout for a reboot. The thing is, the F-Zero games were racing games, so like I'd really like to see them do something to where they incorporate racing with like an adventure platformer for F-Zero. That way you can play as some of the racers, namely Falcon, right? Falcon's probably the most iconic racer from that game. That would be super cool. I've always loved the Star Fox series too. Star Fox 64 was one of my favorite games when that console was out. I loved playing that game, and I loved how in Star Fox 64 they made it to where like if you figured out ways to do some of the different side missions, it would change your path through the game. That was so cool to me. I'm still over here just waiting for a Legend of Dragoon remake. Yo, Kristen, that's such a great shout. I remember the Legend of Dragoon games. Those were so good. I don't know if I ever completed any of those Legend of Dragoon games. Nicholas, the Star Fox shout. Yes. Star Fox 64 was such a good game. I loved that game. One of my favorite games of all time, Star Fox 64, for sure. Imagine Switch 2 has Pokemon Black and White remakes, a Zelda remake, and a new Smash Bros. On release. I don't know if they would put that many remakes on release. I feel like on Switch 2 release, they're probably gonna have a major Nintendo IP, like a Donkey Kong, or like a Star Fox possibly, or if they take Metroid Prime 4, if that gets released with the Switch 2, they'll have like a Switch 2 enhanced version that they drop alongside the regular Switch version, so people that don't upgrade to the Switch 2 can still play Prime 4, but it won't be to like the fullest extent. You'll miss out on some of like side missions or items or something that will force people to want to upgrade to the Switch 2. There's a reason why Metroid Zero Mission, you can get most of the items in any order. Let's not assume anything yet. We have no idea what the system even looks like. Yeah, for sure. It's all still hearsay. The Switch 2 is all still hearsay. But Nintendo did acknowledge the Switch 2 finally. So I feel like there are positive things happening if they're at least acknowledging it. Worried about scalpers? Yeah. Even like during COVID when scalpers were just buying up Switches and selling them online for like 200% the cost of what Switches were going for. Oh my God. I considered selling my Switch at that time just because of that. I was never really into Nintendo when I was younger. I was more into Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Yo, I understand that. I've always been a Nintendo fan just because of growing up. Nintendo was like the front runner growing up for me, you know. When PlayStation and Xbox came around, they revolutionized things, but even then, like original Xbox, original PlayStation with Nintendo 64, Nintendo wasn't that far behind yet. And they weren't just relying on gimmicks for their consoles to sell or their games to sell. And even now, they rely more on the gimmicks now, I think, to sell their consoles. But their IPs hold such nostalgic weight and story and factors into so many different video gamers now, you know, that I feel like Nintendo's always going to have a presence because they have Mario, because they have Donkey Kong, because they have Zelda, and those are all exclusive, you know. That PS1 sound though, yeah, on startup though, it's like the Dolby Digital THX sound. It's so iconic. when you hear that PS1 load up screen, oh man. PS5, for example, was $500, but people were selling it for $1,000, if not more. That's why I'm holding off on the system for at least a month or so. I will pre-order the system, or so will I pre-order the system. Maybe, no, definitely. Yeah, if you can pre-order the system, that'd be the way to go. But I don't feel like anyone's going to allow pre-orders for the system, which sucks. It's going to be like one of those things where you've got to be there on, you know, midnight release and be one of the first 5 people, or they're going to limit you to only buying like 1 or 2 consoles, or who knows what. Bills and rent come first, that's for sure. That is for sure. You guys, if you guys were fans of the Xbox 360 console, that probably has one of the best, what would you call it? The like loading screen for the console itself, like the display screen or the user interface that you have. Xbox 360 killed it with that interface. And Xbox 360 was such peak time for Microsoft, because not only did they have the PC like monopolized, but then they were starting to just put a chokehold on the console gaming system at that time. But Sony made a comeback. The PlayStation is so strong now. Plus, PlayStation has so many exclusives to their gaming system. I think you pre-order the system, they have to. I'm not driving to Hanover at midnight to get punched in the face. I was just forced to get murdered by my brother in Halo. Oh no. Oh man, I remember my kid brother always wanted to play Halo with me. He would always screen hack me, because we'd always play on like one console and you had the split screen going. He would screen hack the crap out of me. I'd be over there trying to be all honest and not looking at his screen. And then I'd notice that he's just sniping and just knows exactly where I'm at every time. I used to use my knowledge of the map to just like beat him all the time, or knowing where he's at. That way I could duck for cover on any of the open windows. Bring Play for Nintendo should be making the games available on Steam. Ooh. They would just be welcoming PC gameplay for all of their stuff. Sony does it? Do they really? I didn't know that. I don't have an Xbox console or a PlayStation console. I haven't owned a PlayStation since, I think PlayStation 2 was the last PlayStation I had. And what was the Xbox after 360? It was like Xbox Series X, maybe? Is that what it was? I think that was the last Xbox console I had. And then when it came to Nintendo, I had the Wii. Oops. I had the Wii, but I never owned a Wii U. And then I think the next console after Wii U was Switch, which I didn't get a Switch right away. I got the Switch once Sword and Shield were released, is when I got the Switch. And Sword and Shield are what brought me back into Pokemon. It would be a smart idea. It definitely would. I think that if Nintendo were to do that, they would probably bring in a lot more gamers, but also I feel like their IPs are so strong and nostalgic for people that they probably will do fine, and then they probably make more off of selling their consoles than they do the actual games. You have the best of both worlds, a powerful system that can run games at 60 FPS or higher, and it would make them a killing. Yeah, I think so too. I think that they're just Nintendo's kind of like Apple in that way, you know, like they force you to use their hardware as well. They're even like that with some of the accessories. Like there's a lot of accessories for this, like for the Switch, there were only like a few companies that made third-party accessories when the Switch first dropped, if you remember, for like Joy-Cons, chargers. I mean, the docking system itself, I don't think anyone had access to making third-party docks or cables or anything to connect your Switch to the television besides Nintendo's actual dock. I don't know. I don't know. There's probably some sort of legal reasoning that Nintendo doesn't do that with like Steam, and then allowing PC onto to play the games and whatnot, which is unfortunate. Wonder if it would in fact widen their player base or not. Yo, we're getting super close to 1,000. Fun fact, COD is a PS exclusive, but Xbox got the newest COD first. Wait, Call of Duty's a PlayStation exclusive? I don't think so, because, well, didn't Microsoft just buy Activision? But they could not only nuke the piracy issue, but Nintendo could make a lot of money. Oh, by bringing their games to Steam? Yeah, they probably would. They probably would by bringing them to Steam. Because there's a ton of Nintendo, like Mario fans and Donkey Kong fans, or any fans of like the different Nintendo IPs. There's plenty of them out there that don't own a Nintendo console anymore because they feel like the opposite of me. I don't own the like high powered consoles because I've got my PC, so there's no real reason for me to own like a PlayStation or Xbox. I've just been into PC gaming instead if I ever do want a game. But generally, I just play my Switch anyways. I'm a Pokemon junkie. Which, by the way, oh, I forgot to bring up okay, so I was talking earlier on in stream about my kids. I took my kids to their first Pokemon League, I guess is what it's called, for like trading cards. And I haven't really been into the trading card game since like the first like base set 2, Jungle, Fossil, and Team Rocket set or whatever. I think it was like the first 5 sets. I got pretty heavy into Pokemon trading card game when I was a kid, and like competitive stuff. I would go to, my parents would take me to our local Toys R Us, and they would have like a Pokemon League there, and I would compete against other trainers. And then they had like, I don't know if you would call them like a counselor or whatnot. They were gym leaders is what they called them. I remember them calling them. But you could like you could like play against other kids and then challenge the gym leaders. And if you challenged and beat the gym leaders, they would give you an actual badge. They had these like little pins, like backpack pins, basically. I collected them as a kid and put them all on my backpack. But so I took my kids to their first like Pokemon League. Our local card shop has Pokemon League at it, and they loved it. It was super cool. But now it's gotten me to the point where like I'm like fiending on the meta of what's going on in the TCG competitive meta now. I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering in high school with a bunch of my buddies, and we would make decks to compete against each other all the time and have tournaments against each other. We did like booster box draft tournaments and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so I've been getting my like TCG itch back because my kids are getting into it, or I'm helping get them into it. And so I got a couple packs to make myself a deck to compete against my kids, and the packs came with boosters. So I've got, oh wait, right here. I've got these, I got Obsidian Flame boosters. So I think this is the set that has the Charizard EX in it. So I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in it, or 8 booster packs here. Ooh. So maybe I'll open a couple booster packs once we hit 1,000 encounters. I'll take a quick little pause. I can open up 4 of these booster packs for some pause in the action of our briefcase simulator. it would open up the door to a lot of things, maybe not mods, but they could release the older stuff through Steam. It would probably be easier for them to port stuff because they could hand it off to like more third-party companies. The only thing is I feel like Nintendo's so protective of their IPs. Like they don't want anyone else to touch their stuff. It's so weird. What I mean by exclusive is only PlayStation can put it on their subscription. Oh, you mean like the Call of Duty games? Yeah. Well, that's probably going to change with Microsoft buying Activision, last year, the year before. So whenever PlayStation's contract runs up with Activision, there's no way that they're going to renew that now that Microsoft owns them. Did they let you win so you could get a badge, or was it actually tough? Oh, when I was a kid, no, it was actually tough. There was, I think the coordinator of the league, they must have been like, I'm trying to think, because when I was a kid, adults all looked old to me, like when I was like 10 years old. So they probably could have been in like I would think that they were in like their early 20s probably. I'm heading to bed. Have a good night. Hey, Nicholas, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope to see you in the next stream as well. We'll be live on Sunday. Enjoy your night, my friend. Good chats about gaming in general. I hope you're back in the next stream for us as well. Z Cold, welcome back. How you doing? But anyway, so they actually did play pretty tough, Kristen. So when I originally played, one of the better trading card game decks was a Blastoise deck. And you would use Blastoise's ability Rain Dance. At that time, the card game was not as evenly the power distribution was not evenly spread through the different cards. Let's just say that. Basically, Charizard decks and Blastoise decks would just run shop through everyone because the Blastoise Rain Dance deck, basically, if you could get your Blastoise on the field early enough, which there were ways to like rare candy just like they do now, you could take a Squirtle right into a Blastoise. Once you had Blastoise on the field, you were able to, I think original Blastoise's Rain Dance allowed you to freely play and move water energies to any Pokemon that you wanted. So you could basically play as many energies as you wanted in a turn, and then you could move them from any Pokemon that you wanted. So you can avoid getting knocked out. You could get a ton of knockouts because you would be, Blastoise. I think Charizard had like in the first couple base sets, Charizard I think had the strongest attack. And I think Blastoise's attack did like 100 or 80 or 100 damage. But if you went up against another Charizard deck with your Blastoise deck, you had the advantage because you would do double damage to Charizard in the trading card game. So the Blastoise deck was like super OP. The power creep, like, or there was like no true power distribution. Like you couldn't. There was a couple viable Scyther Venusaur decks, I think, back then. I'm pretty sure original Scyther from the base set was pretty good as when coupled with Venusaur. I can't remember. There were only a few like fully evolved cards that even had abilities. It wasn't like now. It seems like you've got middle stage evolutions that have abilities now, and that was not even heard of in the original sets. But yeah, so I had a pretty large collection by the time I started doing League, and I was able to make a pretty strong Blastoise deck where I had like 4 Blastoises. I had Squirtle. It was pretty unfair. And then I started making like other decks just to mess around with. So yeah, wouldn't beat the gym leaders regularly, but I would compete with them quite often because they had, I think one of them had a Venusaur deck and one of them had a Charizard deck, if I remember correctly. That, or I think at the time there was like, for electric decks, there was some combination of like Electabuzz and Zapdos, I believe. That was pretty strong too. But yeah, you could get Blastoise so quick, and then you would just be running through prize cards so much faster that most decks couldn't like catch back up to you. So you still had 6 prize cards then, but you'd actually have to knock out 6 Pokemon then. It wasn't like the EX and V card rules where you're taking 2 prize cards at a time. It was 1 prize card per knockout, but with those Blastoise Rain Dance decks, you could get your Blastoise on the field so quick and pretty much knock out any Pokemon, including Charizard, who was like, I'm trying to remember if there was any other Pokemon with over 100 HP, because I think Blastoise's Hydro Pump on that original card did 100 damage, and I think Charizard's move did 120. And Charizard, I think it was maybe Charizard and one other card that had 120 HP or over 100 HP. So Charizard would pretty much knock anything out in one hit. But with like a Blastoise Rain Dance deck, you would usually get your Blastoise quicker than the Charizard decks would get Charizard. And then you could power them up much faster because you wouldn't have to do 1 energy per turn. You could have him attacking on like turn 2. So you could just be taking prize cards right out the gates. You would be like 3 prizes ahead by the time any other deck could start building up anything to do anything to you. Power creep was real back then. Or power distribution was not real back then, I should say. 991 encounters coming in hot right here. I'm so glad that we just we still haven't hit a shiny Starly, so that's a good thing. No shiny Starly yet. Does anyone else play the trading card game competitively? Or do you guys just collect the cards? I know some of you guys have posted in the Discord pictures of or was it, let's see. I'm trying to remember who posted. Mass Figure posted some cards. That full art Cleffa that you posted, Mass Figure, I don't know if he's still in chat or not. I know he came back for a minute and then I haven't seen him type in a little bit, but Mass Figure posted a full art Cleffa card that is super cool. I love that art. I do like that the trading card game is doing like a lot of those full arts too. Those full arts are so good. Like the Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise, I think it's from the 151 set, are just such good cards. They're like, as far as looks of them, I never really played that way. I would have just made a deck with my favorites. Yeah. I feel like it's much easier to do that now. Mr. Black Mage Guy, welcome. How we doing? What's up with the long face, the sad face, or slanty face? I don't know. It's like a not impressed face. But yes, Kristen, I think it's more viable now to be able to play with your favorites as opposed to then. Back when I first started playing the trading card game, it was I didn't even like Blastoise, but I just played it because it was such a strong deck. I remember I had that shiny Machamp too, because if you I think one of the first sets that I got was like a battle, a 2-player battle set, and one of the decks was included a shiny Machamp as like a promo for it or something. And I remember making like a fighting style deck with Machamp, and I always liked playing that one just because it was fun to play. Not that it was like a super good deck. But in high school, I was pretty into Magic the Gathering. We had a teacher that was big into sports trading cards and collecting. And so we started like a trading card game group on campus, and he would host like after school events in his classroom for us where we could go there, and we were like a school club, you know. But there were quite a few of us, and we would do tournaments in that class. It was so fun. Well, not in class, but it was after class in the classroom. I think we had weekly tournaments. We'd do like buy-ins and whatnot, and then it'd help pay for prizes. And our teacher would go and get the prizes with the buy-in monies, and then the winner would like take home booster packs. It was pretty cool. It made it super worth it. Okay, 993. Uh-oh. My OBS says it's not responding. Are you guys getting any is there any freezing or lag on your guys' end? Dropped frames, not very many. Looks like it's okay. It looks like it's fine. Three's my lucky number. Okay, 993. Will this be the shiny? Okay, cool. My OBS came back. It's fine. It's all good. We had just a quick little blip, I think. A slight freeze? Okay, yeah. Did it work? Uh-oh. Dude. Let's see here. My counter's not responding. Uh-oh. All right, let's restart the counter app. We're good there. Close that. It's up. All right. We're good now. Slight freeze. Kristen's lucky number is 7. Yo, maybe we'll get it on 997. You and Crispy both? Oh, has Crispy been having some freezing moments on his stream? I think I need to get a new I think with my new GPU, I don't know that my standard fan cooler is keeping it cool enough. I might need to get a new cooler for my CPU, I should say. The new Lego CMF box is eco-friendly, but you can't feel it to find out the minifigure you're getting now. What's Lego CMF? I'm not sure what Lego CMF is, Z-Colt. What is that? 3 and 8 are Ralph's lucky numbers. An 8 is 2 3s together. Makes sense. 2 3s hugging it out is an 8. A collectible minifigure. Oh, nice. I've seen a lot of streamers have freezing or lag or complete crashes. It may be a YouTube thing. I think that my CPU, well, it might be a YouTube thing. I think that my CPU, which streaming wise, OBS and like OBS is utilizing my encoder on my GPU to push the signal, so I don't think that the CPU is going to affect it, but it is affecting like processing all the different stuff I have open with like my web browser, my Spotify open, the Elgato sound reference, the input of my like microphone and all that kind of stuff is all digitally rendered, so that's through the CPU. But yeah, it could just be a YouTube thing. But I know that my CPU, I think, has been running a little bit hot. I need to download a better app that tracks the temperature and whatnot. I wonder if I could get an indicator on my Stream Deck for the CPU temperature. That would be cool to find. I bet there's something like that. Kristen says it sounds like a foreign language. I don't know anything about computers. Yo, I didn't know very much about computers until I decided that I bought a pre-built computer to get into computer gaming, and then after a few years of using a pre-built, I decided that I wanted to build my own computer just for the experience of doing it. And so I watched a ton of YouTube videos on how to build the computer and like properly install the operating software and everything. And then along with that, I went down rabbit holes of learning about the different stats and things and what the different components do and how they operate. And then when I got into computer gaming was when I first started like watching streamers and kind of getting into that scene. And so it always intrigued me on how it all worked and the production of everything with OBS or some sort of OBS system. So I went down that big rabbit hole too. But YouTube is a great resource to learn anything that you want to learn. There are people on YouTube putting out free content about everything you can think of. I assure you that. Okay. 995. We got okay, we'll do 5 more encounters. Once we hit 1,000, I'll open up some booster packs and see what we can do. I'll see if streaming the opening of booster packs gives us any good luck. Oh man. Ralph says pack opening fire with the sparkles, yo. Hey, if I get a full art anything by opening packs on stream with y'all, I will definitely believe in the streaming luck for sure. It will definitely be because of opening on stream. I'm gonna have to do something to put together a decent deck to battle my kids. What came first, the chicken or the egg? That's kind of like Schrodinger's box, right? You guys know Schrodinger's box with the cat inside? There's supposedly a... Ask Crispy, it's the chicken or the egg. It's gotta be the chicken. The chicken has to lay the egg. But then again, you won't have a chicken without the egg or without it hatching from the egg. But how did the egg get there in the first place if the chicken wasn't there? Crispy ate both. Oh. Haven't hopped in on one of Crispy's streams in a while. I need to get back in there. What has Crispy been up to streaming wise lately? What has he been streaming? Did I open any Pokemon packs? Not yet. I will at 1,000. I'll open up Pokemon packs at 1,000 encounters. So we've got 4 more encounters. Bubba says it's the egg. The egg. That's always a good question. Hard to know, right? Oh, Crispy's been doing Lugia DAs? Nice. He still hasn't gotten Lugia yet? How many DAs has he done? He's been shiny hunting Lugia and DAs for a while. I think the last time I popped into one of his streams, he was shiny hunting Lugia in Dynamax Adventures. I need to hop into one of his streams on like a Saturday when that's the thing, is normally I would hop into his Saturday streams, but for one, he was visiting his family, and then for two, I haven't been editing any videos lately on Saturdays because my Saturdays we've been doing stuff. I'll tell you what, the summer's been pretty jam-packed with some fun things. Over 200 Dynamax Adventures for Lugia. Well, that stinks. But I guess it's kind of expected. You know, he had a lot of Dynamax Adventures where he found his target well under 100 encounters. Maybe this is all of his good shiny luck coming back to bite him in the butt. That's unfortunate. I feel for him. I wish he wasn't having bad shiny luck. But sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You got to be ready to take the good with the bad, you know? Okay, at 1,000, I'll open the packs. What do you guys, what are some good chase cards from Obsidian Flames? That's what I've got. I've got 8 booster packs from Obsidian Flames. He's at 231 and I call long hunts paying shiny dues. Yo, that's a great term for it, Ralph. You gotta pay your shiny dues. Can't always be under odds. No one's that lucky. The numbers always even themselves out. Figure says any Charizard is a chase card. I feel like that's every set, right? Any Charizard's a chase card. The first egg was found 340 million years, and the first chicken was found 1,650 years ago. Yeah, but are we talking about dinosaur eggs? I don't know anything about packs anymore, Ralph says. Oh, that's okay. You don't need to know about the packs. I don't know about them either. I don't know which cards are chase cards. I know that most of the full art cards are rare. That's about it. But I don't know, like, I'll have to look them up on like, what's that? There's like a website for valuing cards. I think it's called TCG. Gosh dang it, I can't think of what it's called. Connor, welcome. How you doing tonight? How is your Taco Tuesday, my friend? Did you enjoy some tacos this Tuesday, and what kind did you have? I made some pretty basic pasta. Lil Bubba says I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what the chase cards are gonna be. I made some pretty good pasta tonight though, guys. So when I lived in Italy, my host in Italy when I was in school, she was an older lady, so she had grandsons that were in elementary school, and anytime they would come over and hang out with us, she would make them like some pretty simple pasta dishes, and she would use Parmesan cheese and pecorino cheese, and then she would make she'd basically like heat up some pasta, or like cook up pasta and water, and then in a pan she would just do like a little bit of hot oil, you know, and then take the cooked pasta, put it in the pan with some pasta water, the cheeses, and then just mix it all together to where it would create like a cream sauce for the pasta. And then she'd put like fresh cracked black pepper over the top of it for the grandsons. And obviously I would eat some of it too. It was always so good. But I made that tonight for myself, Gina, and Isla. But I made I cooked up some pancetta in the pan that I put the pasta in, and I used the pancetta grease instead of oil. So it was like super flavorful, super good. And then the pancetta was just like nice and crispy but tender still. Sprinkle a little bit of that on top of the pasta with some fresh basil, a little bit of extra pecorino cheese over the top of it. It was super good. Gina was like, I've never made the dish, and so Gina was like, why don't you make this for us all the time? I love this. Just a simple traditional Italian dish that my host taught me. Connor says I won my baseball game and got the game ball. Yo, congratulations, Connor. Congratulations. Mass Figure says I'm bored AF. Not gonna lie. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not entertaining. Don't like the briefcase simulator, Mass Figure? Trying to get us a pink monkey over here. We got the tunes rolling, the sweet vibes. What's everyone's favorite rival from the Pokemon games? That's what we need to know. I feel like your choice in rival from the Pokemon games is going to probably tell a lot. Connor Barrett says 1,000 right here, coming in hot, baby. 1,000 encounters coming in hot, and then we're gonna break open some Pokemon TCG packs just for stream. Kristen says, I haven't gotten any new cards in years. That's how I was until recently. The past couple weeks I've gotten the kids a bunch of booster packs. And then getting back into the TCG with them, it just like got me urging for some more TCG competition. And what better way to compete in TCGs than Pokemon? I love Pokemon, the video games. Why not do it in a TCG? All right, guys, this is number 1,000. This is 1,000 encounters, y'all. I can't believe we got into this point. I mean, I knew it was going to come at some point. Not shiny. Not our shiny Chimchar. But, okay, we're at 1,000 encounters, y'all. It's time. I'm going to open up a couple TCG packs. Let's see, how should I do these? Which one should I open first, y'all? Should I do the T-Tar, the Revavroom, the Dragonite, or the Charizard booster? Which booster goes first? Why'd you decide to make Ralph a mod? Because Ralph is always here in the streams. Good old reliable friend. Just want Vulpix and Ninetales art. Yo, Vulpix is such a good one. Murph the Gangster, welcome, welcome. How you doing tonight? The Tyranitar pack. I should do the Tyranitar pack first. Which one, guys? T-Tar. 3 votes for T-Tar. Okay, I think that's the one we're gonna go with. T-Tar first. Let's see what we got. Here's the pack. Give it a little open sesame. If I can get it open. Mass Figure says got it exactly how I did. Yeah, if you're here frequently, hanging out, and I feel like I can trust you for helping with mod duties, that's how you get it. I'm having some issues with opening this pack. Stream, we've got a problem. Oh, here we go. I got it. I got it. Crispy's also a mod just because he was one of the first viewers for me. He's not actually ever really here, but he was one of the first viewers. All right, y'all. Let's see. Murph says, I'm doing good. Apparently, I have good timing for streams. I've been doing quite good. How have you been? I've been great as well. Thank you for asking, Murph. I appreciate it. And yeah, you've got perfect timing. I hit 1,000 encounters. I told chat at 1,000 I would open up 4 of these booster packs. So here we go. First one is first. Let's hold. I'll try to hold this up to where everyone can see it in the light. Got a Barboach, a Wiglet, a Squovit. I don't know what's really good or not, but a Yungoos. It looks kind of blurry. I don't know if it's me or the Blossom. That's a cute one. Looks like a Stadium. Lunatone. Ooh, a Fungus. Love me some gambling. Yes, we do. There's nothing wrong with gambling. An Audino? It's a shiny Audino? Well, it's not shiny. It's a holographic Audino. Ooh, a Darkrai. I don't know if that's a good card to have or not, but it looks cool. That's some pretty sweet art. I'm not going to lie. That Darkrai art. And then, of course, a nice little grass energy. Yo, that Darkrai is like pretty sweet looking. Okay, save the Charizard last. All right, then I'm gonna do the Revavroom next. Gambling from the packs, yeah. Don't look now, chat. We're gambling. Let's see. I feel like Charizard's always a chase card from every set. Is there ever a set that doesn't have a Charizard in it? Does Game Freak even do a set without Charizard? I don't know if they can. All right. Ooh, that could be a good sign, right? I don't know if holos are guaranteed in the pack. It's been a long while since I collected Pokemon cards. I don't know if they are either. I just started getting into collecting with the kiddos, so I'm very new to this as well. But ooh, a nice little, that Dratini looks cool. I like that art. Oddish. Is that Swablu? Yep. It looks kind of, is it just me or is it kind of blurry? Is my camera not focusing for you guys? Maybe I gotta hold it at a different angle. Arena card. Lycanroc. Probopass. Larvitar. Lechonk. Looks like a hollow Lechonk. Oh, Clefable EX. Yo. That looks like a pretty sweet card. And of course, an energy card to end it. So energy card in all of them. They used to... Holos are not guaranteed. They used to not be, then they were, now I don't know. Okay, so holos are not guaranteed in Obsidian Flames. That's good to know. It's like a full hollow Clefable. That's a pretty cool art too. Look at how cool that Clefable looks, like all three-dimensional and cutesy. That was nice. Okay, the Dragonite pack next. Saving the Charizard pack for last. See what we get next, y'all. See what we get next. Maybe taking a nice little TCG pack opening break will help us with the shiny luck. Oh, a Finazin. A Finazin to start out the pack. All right, let's see. This way. Okay. Finazin. Herdier. A nice little Glimmet. Ooh, Rhyme's a good trainer card. Draw cards, force the letter of encouragement. I don't know what that does. Oh, a Chandelure. That card looks nice. Troll Cap. A Tadbulb. Look at Tadbulb. Pawniard. Of course, you gotta have the Pawniard. That looks like a full hollow. An Entei? I think that's my rare. The Entei is my rare. With pressure? I wonder if pressure's any good in the TCG. Okay, final pack, y'all. Let's see what we got. I don't think that Entei was probably worth anything good. Let's see what the final pack brings. If it brings us anything nice and neat. Why? You know what? I should probably be on this so you guys can actually see better. I don't know why I'm making you guys look at that tiny little screen. That Entei was cool. The art's super cool. Here, I'll go back through now that I realize I put you guys in the... Here, let's see. On a bigger scale. Check out that. The Entei. And then... the Clefable. Yo, that Clefable looks so good. I don't care if that thing's not worth a dime. That card looks so good. And then the Darkrai. That was the first pack we opened. Check it, check it. Nice. Okay. Final pack. Here we go, fam. Here we go, fam bam. Okay. Drum roll, fam. an Audino, another Charmander. Can't hurt to have Charmanders. Another Dratini. Oddish. Abominable. King Gamut. Yo, that art looks freaking sweet. An Oinkologne. A Lechonk. Cute little Lechonk. A Lampent. Gita? Dude. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. During this turn, your Pokemon can't attack. Ooh. I feel like that's probably not good. Unless you're not going to attack that turn anyways. I don't know, maybe. So Gita was the rare from that one. Nice. Yo, that Clefable card's probably my favorite of them. The Entei looks super good though too. And I agreed. The Darkrai was super nice. Remember to give Ralph the mod roll and discard. Yeah, I will after stream. I got him the mod roll as soon as I saw him in stream. I've been waiting. So Ralph hadn't been to, I don't know. It's been like a couple streams since Ralph's been in. And so I was kind of waiting for him to show up in a stream. Oops, I keep going to the wrong game scene. I was waiting for him to show up to one of the streams, and then I was gonna make him a mod, and so I did, because he was in here bright and early today before I even started, dropping the like and everything. But yeah, I'll make sure to go into the Discord after stream and get that set up. But okay, what did I start out? 955 encounters tonight. I'm probably only gonna get to like, let's see, it's 9:15. I'm probably gonna stream for like another 45 minutes to an hour maybe, and then I will be calling it for the evening from there. So we'll get right back into it, get into our 1000 first encounter. I have to learn your schedule. I always join right after you end. Oh yeah, no, it's every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. PST, and then every other Sunday right now. That could change moving forward into the future, depending on how things work out. Because I am going to be changing jobs. I'm starting my own business, so things are going to be a little on the crazy side for a little bit. So I'll try and keep the stream schedule as regular as possible. But if you keep an eye on the Discord, that is where I'll probably be updating everyone if things do start to get chaotic and not as regimented. But for right now, every Tuesday and every other Sunday, 6:30 p.m. PST is when I start stream. Tonight was a little bit later. Usually try to get the stream scheduled on YouTube a couple days in advance too, so that way, like if y'all are subscribers of mine and you're strolling through YouTube, you'll see the upcoming stream like on your feed. And if you do see that upcoming stream, hit the remind me button, please, because that will trigger YouTube to push. Just like how likes and comments and all that kind of stuff does, the remind me option triggers it to kind of put things into the algorithm. Congratulations, Ralph said. That's exciting. What kind of business? Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I am going to start, or I'm going to be doing pool cleaning. So pool cleaning. I've been in the pool industry for a long time now, so gained a lot of knowledge over the years. Our family's business, or my family's business, is pool construction, but we have different aspects of it with repair, cleaning, outdoor landscaping, all kinds of stuff. So breaking out on my own, doing my own thing, being my own boss, but it's going to take a lot of time and effort from me. So I'm hoping that I'll for sure at least stick to one day a week. The Sundays might drop off depending on how things things work out. So we'll see. And then like the Tuesday streams, depending, I might have to change what day I stream, but more than likely Tuesday will stay a streaming day. At least I can keep that consistency. Yo, the pack openings was like a nice little intermission break from the briefcase simulator. Mass Figure says, I believe you can do it. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I believe I can too. I believe I can too, my friend. Thanks for pushing those links out there, Mass Figure. Wishing you nothing but the best. I love working for myself. It can be daunting at times, but it always works out when you put the work in. Yes, sir. That is the plan. That is the plan, man. And I live in a community where word of mouth is very, very powerful. So I'm pretty confident in my ability to satisfy customers, and I think once I get a good name going, it will spread pretty rapidly. Hopefully keep things good for me. But yeah, for right now, or just starting out, it's going to take a lot of work and effort though. So there will be some trying and busy days, that's for sure. But it'll be nice because I'll be local. Right now I commute to work every day, and it's about an hour and 20 minute commute, so I'm spending a good chunk of my day driving, which I won't have to once I'm doing my own thing, so that'll be kind of nice. Kristen says, I'm trying to go do volunteer at this new horseback riding therapy place. Yo, that sounds super cool. Horseback riding can be super, super nice. Mass Figure heading to bed. Yo, good night, my friend. We will see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping in, Mass Figure. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Yeah, horses are such majestic creatures. They're just so like beautiful, you know? Powerful. They're strong but elegant. What's everyone's favorite animal? Whether it's a pet or anything, it doesn't have to be just a pet. It can be any animal that you choose. What's your favorite animal? I remember I've always had like a real fond liking of dolphins, but I think lions are my favorite animal. Lions are just so intimidating, and then the way they like the family essence of them, the hierarchy of lions, they're just such good creatures. Well, they can be. They're also pretty feral, so probably would never have a pet lion. As I get older, I realize I should have been a marine biologist. I love animals, and I always have been in AP science classes and did pretty well. Nice. Yo, I always admired the marine biology people. Killer whales are my favorite. Nice. Gotta love the orcas. Kristen says tigers. Yo, tigers are up there. I remember always being like afraid of tigers as a kid because from watching The Jungle Book, and Shere Khan always was like one of those Disney villains that just really I don't know, just Shere Khan's an intimidating Disney villain as a child. It's a pretty intimidating villain. I used to watch a lot of Aladdin, Jungle Book, The Lion King. Aladdin was always my favorite though. I love watching him like run through the streets and doing all of his thieving and giving to like how he gives like his bread loaf to the kids. I always thought Aladdin was so cool because he was like acrobatic and confident, and he wasn't like your typical Disney prince, you know. A street rat, they called him. Everyone watch a lot of Disney film or my family's always been into Disney films. Like as a kid, I remember with my sister, we would watch all the classic Disney films. And then as I got older, my kid brother was pretty big into the Pixar films. And then now my kids love the Disney Pixar movies. Anytime a new Disney Pixar movie comes out, it's like, we're gonna go see it in the movie theater. We have like movie nights together. We'll watch Disney movies together. Raja is a sweetie, yo, for real. But even Raja, like from Aladdin, the Raja can be intimidating in that movie as well. It always made me think like tigers were kind of scary, you know? At least as a kid. I don't feel that way still, but tigers had like this very intimidating presence in my mind. Disney did it. Disney will definitely do that. Yeah, the Aladdin movie, Lion King, and then Jungle Book. Probably in that order. I used to watch the crap out of those movies. I always loved watching the Lion King and the Lion King and Jungle Book for all the different animals, you know. And then Aladdin was just super fun. I always liked seeing the underdog achieve bigger things. Ralph says Pixar has an amazing team. I don't think there's one bad Pixar movie for real though. Like every movie that Pixar drop is just heat. So good. I haven't seen the new Inside Out movie yet though. My kid's mom took them to see that movie. Gina and I wanted to take them, but the weekend that it released was on a weekend they were with their mom. So she took them to the movies to go see it. So we'll probably wait to have like a family movie night once that one drops on Disney Plus. I'll give it a good look see, but I'm pretty confident it's gonna be a good one. I was pretty shocked when when my kids were talking about wanting to go see the new Inside Out movie. They were talking about the new emotions, and they're like, "Dad, there's anxiety," and they were naming the different ones, embarrassment, and then my son Chandler, he's like, "and ennui," and I'm like, "What the heck is ennui? I don't know what that emotion is. I didn't even know ennui was an emotion." And I was like, "What the heck is ennui?" I'm asking my 7-year-old son. And he's like, "You know, Dad, like when you're a teenager and you're just bored all the time, that's ennui." And I'm like, "What? There's no way that that's an emotion." And I Googled it instantly. I pulled out my phone and started Googling the emotions from the new Inside Out movie. And sure as shit, the one emotion was ennui. And so I Googled what ennui was, and it's like teenage apathy or something like that is the description. And so he was completely nuts on, I mean, with with different wording of it, but he was like completely on target with his description. Like, when you're a teenager and you don't care or you're bored, that's what he told me. I'm like, there's no way that that's an emotion. He was dead on. It was spot on. Ralph says Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. Yo, Beauty and the Beast. My sister used to watch a lot of that. And Pinocchio are my favorites, but I like most Disney movies too. Yeah, for sure. You can't go wrong with Disney movies. As a kid in the 90s and like early 2000s, I remember going to friends' houses and you would always like compare your Disney movie collection, and you'd have like those old school VHS cases, you know, and there'd be like a shelf under your TV or like some sort of cabinet that had all your Disney movies in it, and they'd just be lined up. Those were the days. And like Disney would only release certain VHSs at certain times, so like they were only available for limited time, and then if you missed it, they wouldn't be released again for years. Tigers are the real king of the jungle. Yo, Kristen, that could be true. I feel like tigers are the real king of the, like, the rainforests, right? Because tigers and lions aren't technically in the same environments. So there's that. I didn't like Ants, Kristen says. I think Ants was not a Disney Pixar movie. That was a DreamWorks film, I believe. I believe it was a DreamWorks film. Ants is a hard watch. Tried recently and fell asleep. Oh no. I haven't gone back to watch Ants. I remember seeing that movie in theaters as a kid. But yeah, it was an off-brand Bugs Life for real. Disney Pixar was just killing it, you know? Dropping fire with every release. And when they dropped a Bugs Life and Ants, it's surprising that both studios released a movie so similar, like within the same summer as well, or like within a year of each other at least. It was pretty rapid succession. But Bugs Life was super good. I loved that film. Was so good. Inside Out 1 and 2 are amazing, and we had a great talk with my son about emotions after. He's way more deep than a 7-year-old should be. He liked anxiety and ennui too. Yeah. My son liked is it Embarrassment, I think, was the one that, like, he doesn't talk in the second movie really, is what Chandler told me. But he's just like the big kind of lump on the log where he's always hiding. And he doesn't talk until like the very end or something, is what Chandler told me. But yeah, I feel you on the 7-year-old sophistication. Tigers are technically bigger than lions too. Yes, they are. That's a good fun fact to mention to people. Tigers are bigger than lions. They are a big old cat, that's for sure. Ants and Bug Life came out the same year, only about a month apart. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Did I just hit the encounter? Yeah, I did. A tiger would mess a lion up if it caught one solo. Probably. The thing is tigers tend to run alone and lions run in packs. Lions are lazy boys. Yes. They just lounge in the Sahara. Two completely different elements though. But lions are just so regal, you know, with their big fluffy manes. And the fact that they travel in packs, they keep their families tight knit and all work together. The males have to always branch out and start their own packs though. Sometimes they don't make it, or they try to go take over another pack. Do. Favorite are Sumatran tigers. which I think are one of the smaller species, but have the prettiest, darkest markings. Oh, nice. I'm not familiar with all like the different like styles of tigers, but the Siberian tiger is so cool. I think I was in like junior high when I learned about Siberian tigers, and I was like, dude, these things are sweet. Love that the familial ties that lions have, though, the regality of them, just how regal they are. And then they're just these big, powerful predators of the Sahara. Siberian's like a big Russian winter kitty, for real. They are. The white coat, and they're massive. Yeah. The white coat just makes them like, when they're standing side by side next to like an orange tiger, you know, they just seem mythical in ways. Just like they have a more majestic, like mystique about them, you know? I'm starting to hit a little bit of a wall, y'all. I feel like once I start creeping up on that like 3-hour mark of streaming, my brain starts to get a little bit on the mushy side. And then my energy kind of comes down a little once that starts to happen. I want my energy to fade too much. I need to keep the energy up. Tiger was my first tattoo on my back at 17. Yo, did you get a large back tattoo, Kristen, or a small one? I don't have anything on my back. I think my sleeve that I have here actually comes up and on my chest, and then like kind of up around the top of my shoulder, but nothing on the back. I still need to, so my sleeve is all of my babies. It's lion cubs on my sleeve. So I've got my 3 on my arm, and then a male lion on my chest that's supposed to represent me. So I've got to add Isla to my tattoo somewhere, and I was thinking about doing her underneath here. I talked about possibly doing it on the back, but I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to look like it was an afterthought to add the 4th lion cub, you know? Also, my first tattoo was a phoenix. It's a back piece. And is it a back piece or a smaller tattoo? Yeah, it's across the top of my back, but definitely not as big as my thigh pieces. Yo. I want to do a leg sleeve. Why is the game not starting up? But I'd want to do like a 3/4 leg sleeve from the bottom up, you know, to like just above where my short line would be. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I feel like the inside of your thighs is probably super painful though. Oh, that's just like some tender space. I want a leg sleeve too. Waiting to hit my gym goals for that though. Hey, that's okay. Sometimes if you set yourself goals before and then reward yourself with things like that, it helps keep you motivated. Mine are Alice in Wonderland on one and Ninetales on the other. Yo, that's sweet. But is the Alice in Wonderland tattoo super colorful? That would be super cool. I'm not entirely sure what I would do for a leg sleeve yet though. I waited so long on getting my arm sleeve. I had been wanting to get it for like probably a good 8 years, I would say 5 to 8 years maybe, because I had like, I knew I wanted to get a sleeve at some point, an arm sleeve. I just didn't know what at first. And then as I got older and then started having a family, then I was like, okay, I want to do an arm sleeve that represents my family in one way or another. Wasn't sure how I was going to do that. And then as it got closer to me pulling the trigger on doing it, I had finally like come up with a game plan for it and decided that I would do lions just because they're such like regal creatures and they're very familial, like family ties. It's super important for the family. And then the roses represent like everlasting love for tattoos. And so I decided to do like the rosary mixed with my lion cub, so you can see kind of I'll have to show it after or towards the end of stream. But it's a pretty good piece. It's got really good shading. I made sure to find a good tattoo artist that like specializes in like the hyper realistic black and gray shading, because I'm from a pretty small area. I was going to go to Vegas at first to get it, to get close to it, but or to make sure I got good talent, a good talented artist. But I ended up finding someone pretty local for me, so that was good. Mine are all color. Kristen says, yo, I just have like a touch of color on mine. The eyes of the lions all have color in it. And then my first daughter's lion cub has a bow on it that's colored like a magenta color. So when I get baby Isla's, hers will have a bow on it too. I'll probably do like a lavender colored bow. I want a Studio Ghibli sleeve. What's Studio Ghibli? What is a Studio Ghibli sleeve? Studio Ghibli sleeve. Ah, okay. That's cool. You see the pair, welcome, how you doing? The best thing. The Studio Ghibli sleeve is the best thing. Or were you meaning me? I'm the best thing. It's almost like Japanese Disney, but in my opinion, it's leagues better than Disney. Yo, okay. I'm not familiar with Studio Ghibli. You have some movies you have to watch. All right, give me some movies. Give me some movie titles and I will look them up. Lucy, I'm glad you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by tonight and hanging out with us as we drift slowly into madness during this briefcase simulator that we're going through. At least it's bringing up good conversation. because I feel like we talk less about Pokemon in these streams than we did before. And I don't know if that's just because the briefcase simulator madness is setting in and it's better to talk about different topics, but it's pretty fun getting to have more personal conversations with you guys about different things besides Pokemon. My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and Ponyo. Howl's Moving Castle, Juicy says. Also, Ponyo, Spirited Away have my votes too. Yes. Okay. I'll have to check those out. Is it like, so it's like Japanese Disney. So is it in like anime style then? They are pure gold. I'll have to check them out. Oh, when we were talking about Disney Pixar earlier, I was thinking, I didn't get around to bringing it up, but I was thinking about Big Hero 6. I freaking loved Big Hero 6. That was such a good one. You really can't go wrong with any of them, Juicy says. Okay. I will definitely give those a look-see. So with it being Japanese animation, it's probably anime, right? Disney actually worked on Ponyo with them. Oh, nice. Animated, but not similar to anime. Okay. It has its own like art style and whatnot. Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away and Ponyo. My Neighbor Totoro. Goodness. I just did another Porky the Pig impression. Different art style. Nice. Very nice. I wonder, I can probably get to, I think I can get to 10,030. I think I can get to 10,030 encounters. Liam Neeson voiced the dad. It's like a Little Mermaid variation almost. Nice. Okay. God, I love Liam Neeson's voice. It's so good. I just want him to like voice, like, you know how Morgan Freeman did some of the voiceover or the voicing for like the different, gosh dang it, what? It wasn't National Geographic, was it? I think it was Disney's like nature movies. But I wish Liam Neeson would do some of those. His voice is just so rich, and then he's got that accent to it too. Oh man. So good. You can't tell me that when you watch gosh dang it, what are the movies called when his daughter the Taken movies. In the Taken movies, when he's on the phone with those guys and he's like that famous line, I have a particular set of skills. Oh, it just sends chills down your spine. They're on HBO, but I don't know if they're on anything else. Okay. I'll be fine because so they'll be on Max, right? On the Max streaming service. If they're on Max, I will definitely be able to watch them because I watch House of Dragon, Game of Thrones. What else have I watched on Max? A bunch of the DC animated stuff. A lot of US soccer I watch on Max because what the heck does HBO or It's not Fox that owns HBO. It's I can't think. NBC maybe. It might be NBC. Most of the US men's soccer matches I watch on Max. It's literally its own Ghibli channel on there, I think. Okay. Ralph says I went back to watch the first season of House of Dragon before I start season 2. Yo, that's probably a good idea because I did not do that. And the first couple episodes took me a minute to like get back into it. And I feel like I missed some like little details of things. But I have a friend that's like a Game of Thrones and House of Dragon junkie. So when I discuss with them about the episode, they cue me in on details that I would have missed. So I have a little bit of a cheat code there. But yeah, I know what you mean by like wanting to go back and refresh before starting it. Did you start it yet, Ralph? Did you start season 2 yet? I went back to rewatching Game of Thrones, Kristen. Yo, I haven't. I've only watched Game of Thrones the one time through. I basically binge watched Game of Thrones last year, I think it was. I tried to get Gina into watching it with me. She's not like a huge fan of medieval time feeling series or movies. She has a hard time getting into that stuff. So I ended up watching it. I just like kept burning ahead. She did grow fond of like Dearness towards the end of season 1, so I think she got into like season 2, but then I can't remember what series came out. Maybe You, and we watched You together, and then I went back to finish Game of Thrones, and then she never went back to it. Still need to read the books. Yo, for real. I've got one of my best buddies read like almost all of the Game of Thrones books because there's a ton of them. And the author is still writing more. But there's so many like different spin-offs of that entire world that you can get into also. I'm on season 1, episode 7. What's going on there? I'm on season 1, episode 7. I usually have a hard time with the accents, but Game of Thrones was way easy to get past. Oh, you have a hard time with the accents on House of Dragon. Yeah, I could see that. There's a few prominent characters with like pretty thick accents. I wish they would make a series for Resident Evil. The books are so good. I never knew that Resident Evil had books. I just know the video games. I feel like the Resident Evil movies did pretty well. But yeah, I feel like that would be a good IP for a series. Just like how Walking Dead did really well as a series. I feel like Resident Evil as a TV series or like an HBO series specifically would do well. Are you guys fans of sports at all? Because like I grew up always watching basketball and NBA. So there's a HBO series called Winning Time. It has 2 seasons, and it's about the rise of the Lakers franchise, basically when Jerry Buss took over. And it is such a good series. And even if you're not like a sports fan, or if you don't care for the Lakers at all or anything like that, the series is actually really good. It's really, really good. It's got a few good actors in it too. The guy that plays Jerry Buss is John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly plays the Lakers owner, and so it's kind of like it's a series where the actors or like the characters all break the fourth wall too a little bit here and there. It's a pretty good one, and even if you're not like a big basketball fan or anything, you can still enjoy this series. It's a really good series. It's entertaining, it's funny, it's got some drama built in. It's good. And then it's a pretty easily digestible series too, because it's only 2 seasons, so it doesn't take a whole lot to get into it. Kristen says the books were first written by a lady, I'm pretty sure. Yo, that's a pretty cool fun fact. I didn't realize that Resident Evil had books first. I've been meaning to watch Winning Time. Did it get canceled? No, it didn't get canceled. It's just 2 seasons and it completes. It has a good ending to it, completion to it. They could have kept going on because obviously the Lakers franchise has seen so much success, but like the story that they're trying to tell of the rise of the Lakers franchise, and it hits on a lot of how like the Lakers and Celtics rivalry revitalized the NBA as a whole. Because the NBA was like on the brink of extinction at those times. Like it was almost gonzo. And then when Jerry Buss took over the Lakers and drafted Magic Johnson, and the rivalry started between them and the Celtics, it saved the league. And then also the Lakers themselves, like with Jerry Buss as the owner, they did some pretty like groundbreaking things, like with their cheerleading team, making the games more of like an event and spectacle and like a show to go and enjoy and watch, which is like, if you go to a live NBA game now, like every team has music for their team. Like it's a complete spectacle when you go to an NBA game now. But that was all started back in like the late 80s or early 80s, I would say, with the Lakers. I feel like I remember hearing that it was canceled. Well, maybe that's why they did bring it to an end, because it didn't like get continued on for another season. I don't know. But it doesn't feel like it has like an abrupt ending to it. It feels like it has a good completion. Could have just been that like the actors for that series couldn't continue on with like more and more seasons too. I love the Lakers mostly during the Shaq era, but I still like them now because of LeBron. Gotcha. I'm not a huge LeBron fan, to be honest. I don't disregard his stats, but I'm a firm believer in the eye test for athletics and for professionals, even more so. Like if you're just gonna basically go like only off of stats or like features, I guess you would say, like someone like Lionel Messi would have never become as prominent as a soccer figure as what he has become, you know? And the same thing goes like in the NBA, like you've got someone like LeBron. He's a walking stat line because he's just so gifted physically. But like when it comes to the conversation of like greatest of all time and whatnot, it's hard for me to keep LeBron in the discussion with Kobe and Mike. Like Michael and Kobe they were just a different breed back then, man. Or like, I shouldn't even say back then, it wasn't even that long ago, but Michael and Kobe were just geared different. I feel like a lot of the NBA superstars are so much more athletically gifted now, but they're like mentally weak. And that's a big reason why I'm not a huge fan of LeBron. I feel like he's he I feel like he makes a spectacle of things that aren't needed a lot of times. But the Kobe and Shaq eras for the Lakers was a great time to be a Lakers fan. If you were, I'm a Suns fan, so I can't stand the Lakers. I'm always rooting against them. But I respect history, like sports history, a lot. It's a huge enjoyment of mine to like gain knowledge of sports history too. I can see the mentality weak part of compared to the Jordan era. Yeah. And it's not just LeBron either. I feel like a lot of the modern, especially in the NBA, athletes, I don't know, man, they seem a lot more mentally weak than they were. And I don't know if maybe it's because they're put under more of a microscope with social media now, and that adds a different burden that, you know, like the Jordan era never dealt with, or even like Kobe era really didn't deal with until the end of his career. So that could be a factor in it, but I don't know. It just seems to me like, and especially in the NBA of all things, players have no loyalty to teams like what they used to. I mean, you would have studs coming in. Lost me at sports, Kristen says. Yo, for real. I know that happens sometimes. Yeah, you would have studs coming into the leagues though, and they would, you know, get drafted by these teams, and then they're the cornerstone for their team, and they're there for their most of their career, at least, or a good chunk of it, unless they're not like that franchise difference maker. But you would never have like guys like Kobe didn't go join another team to get a ring, you know? Like I don't know. It's just a different mentality altogether. It's not a bad thing. It's just different. Like you had a guy like Pau Gasol playing for the Grizzlies in Vancouver and then in Memphis when they went there. And he could never carry the team himself. He wasn't that, like, Pau was never that next level superstar to be able to carry a team. So you would have like powerhouses with a superstar on their team go and pluck players like that were gifted and could be like a Scottie Pippen type or a second rate guy. But besides that, you wouldn't have like Kobe leaving a team, like LeBron taking his talents to South Beach speech, you know? Generational talents didn't leave their teams, like Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Hakeem. Those guys didn't leave their teams. They stuck with them. Ewing, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, all those big names. Now I feel like even someone like Kevin Durant plays for the Suns now, but like that guy, he's been on so many different teams to win titles. To stick with your team or bust. And I don't even mean like stick with your team or bust, but like, I don't know, there were still guys that would like swap teams, but it wasn't like you wouldn't have, like, I'm trying to think of during Kobe's generation, you wouldn't have like Kobe never thought to join a team with Allen Iverson, or vice versa. Like Allen Iverson wasn't coming to the Lakers to be a point guard alongside Kobe to like win a title, you know? The generational talent wasn't like leaving their teams to go join other generational talent. If they did leave their team, It was to become that guy on a different team, not combined together like the way LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh did, you know? When all three of those guys were generational talents, like they were game changers. Don't go joining the winning team because your team wasn't good enough, for real. But it feels like that's like become the norm now in the NBA, you know? You had it with the Warriors, you know? Durant going to the Warriors when they already had Steph, Clay, and Draymond together, winning titles by themselves, and then bring another big name in. Just different times, different mentalities. And I don't think that that's a reason for them being weak-minded either. Like, it is taking like an easy road, but I feel like the gameplay too, like when you watch games from like even the early 2000s, the defensive mindset was just different. Refs weren't calling as much ticky-tack stuff though. Lost a little respect for KD when he joined the Warriors. At one point, I liked him more than LeBron. Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate the talent of like Kevin Durant and LeBron James, but it's hard for me to consider those guys like more talented than MJ, Kobe. I feel like Kobe is, and even more so since he's retired, there's more of an appreciation for Kobe and what he did for the Lakers, and then just in his career in general. Okay, I think I can get to, I'm gonna try and get to 1025. No, I'll get all the way to 1030. Come on, you can do it, Casey. You can do it. Think and fly. No Chimchar yet. But yeah, this weekend, so Sunday, I'll be doing some shiny hunting for a Lowland Raichu, which I'm super excited for, the pancake Raichu. And it's the increased shiny odds outbreaks. So that means Juicy the Pear almost there. Yes, we're getting closer. Getting closer. I'll get all the way to 1030. I'm too close to not get there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Alolan Raichu, shiny Alolan Raichu. I want to get a Mimikyu while it's available in those quick shiny outbreaks. Keep pushing. I said I was going to be done at 60 soft resets for Mewtwo and did an extra 2, and well, you know the rest. Yeah, that's for sure. Ralph with the Groudon, then the 62 resets for Mewtwo, and then was the Nuzlocke in Go? Didn't you post that in the Discord chat? I think the shiny Nuzlocke was in Go, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, you did it in DAs. I'm sorry. It was like 4 Dynamax Adventures and you got your shiny. You might have taken all the shiny luck for the day, Ralph. That might be it. We might be out of shiny luck, but you never know. We'll do 10 more encounters. It could be that a shiny comes in this encounter here, but not that one. Maybe the next one. The next encounter. Come on, software. The digital software. only going to buy physical copies of Pokemon games from now on. Excited for the summer events. I have a lot of shinies already, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, for real. Melissa, welcome. How you doing tonight? Welcome, Taco Tuesday. I hope you had some good, delicious tacos this evening. We broke the 1,000 encounter mark tonight. We are moving on. I'm going to try and get to 1,030 before I end the stream and make it a good one. There's some extra shiny luck floating in the air. I hope so. I hope so. Hey, if I get the shiny tonight, that means I could start the playthrough. I'm pretty sure that so this weekend I'll do the shiny hunts for Alolan Raichu, Mimikyu probably, and I might as well get a regular Pikachu because I think I had one shiny Pikachu that I evolved into Raichu. So I need a shiny Pikachu. Todd, welcome. How you doing tonight, my friend? How is your Taco Tuesday? More than halfway through all the legendaries, so I'll take a break to hunt some regular shinies for a while. Yeah, sometimes you gotta change the atmosphere up a little bit. After Regidrago, though. Oh, so you're soft resetting for Regidrago right now? Oof da. How is that reset? Is that a rough one? The shiny Regidrago. Have much better luck with wild hunts. Not that you're unlucky with the starter hunt though. Anything under odds is still super lucky. Yo, for real. Yeah, anything in Scarlet and Violet, I feel like Scarlet and Violet, I brought this up a little bit earlier on stream too. The Scarlet and Violet perception for shinies has like skewed so many things because you could just pump in so many encounters at one time that it like you're bound to get a shiny within, you know, I don't know, an hour or so. Whereas like doing hunts like this where you're in full, you know, full shiny odds, but each encounter takes, how long is this taking me now? Like 3 minutes just to get the game to reset so I could go back into the forest and go through the cutscene. And yeah, it's a little long. Whereas I could have probably seen, I don't know, what, 50 Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet in this same amount of time. The encounter rates are just insanely different. It's kind of hard to compare them, but I feel like that's what's causing less patience for shiny hunts. I did not have tacos. I had steak. It's been a night. I'm dog sitting already. And my little brother called me and his AC went out. So he just, oh no, brought his wife and 4 kids, 2 dogs and 2 cats. Yo, for real. It has been hot out too. I hope everything's okay and that his AC gets fixed quickly because that's never a fun scenario. AC going out in Arizona during the middle of summer is not fun. Not fun at all. Is not doing the resets yet. Have to beat the champion first, but I did Regilecki in Shield and the resets aren't that bad. Got it in 470 soft resets. Yo, your shiny luck is insanely good in that game, Ralph. Crispy, welcome. How you doing tonight, my friend? How is your shiny hunting going, Crispy? Here you've been stuck on that Lugia for a little while, my guy. Couldn't turn them away. Hopefully they will get to look at it tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. And especially like in this time of year, it feels like the AC companies are just backed up too. Do they already have a company scheduled to come by tomorrow and take a look at it? Hopefully they can fix it in the same day too. That's the other thing. If it just froze over, sometimes it can just if it just sits overnight, it can fire back up the next day and get back up and running again. But you never know. That's yeah, that's rough. Never fun. That is unfortunate, Melissa. I hope that your brother and the kids and the pets are all good. Chicken or the egg conversation? Oh no. Let's hear what Crispy says. The chicken or the egg? I want the Ultra Beasts, Umbreon, and Espeon with a scarf, Shiny Unknown, and Tyrant. I don't expect them all, but a few would be nice. Oh, in Pokemon Go, you guys are talking about Shiny Umbreon and Espeon with a scarf? Tomorrow at 3, someone should be out. Oh, good. That's really good. Hopefully they can fix it in like a one shot and they don't have to like order up parts and it's down for a few days. Ugh. That's the worst. That is the worst. The duck came first. The duck laid the egg for the chicken to hatch. Was it a blue duck though, Crispy? Question mark unknown isn't at global. For the Go Fest? Oops, I just canceled the load up. We gonna get the shiny before 1030, y'all? How's everyone's 4th of July? 4th of July was good. How was yours, Todd? My 4th of July was pretty awesome, actually. I went to Vegas and saw Blink 182 the day before, so the 3rd of July. And they are amazing live. If anyone ever gets the chance to see Blink 182 live, I highly, highly recommend it. They are awesome. And even with them getting older in age, they were super exciting. They sound really good live. Tom's vocals specifically don't sound that great, but the rest of the music was awesome live. So if you're a Blink 182 fan, highly, highly recommend going to see them live. They were great. And then they had Pierce the Veil open for them, and Pierce the Veil was badass live. So I had a really good 4th of July. And then we had the kids for 4th of July. We did sparklers and all the fun 4th of July things with the kiddos. That was good. A blue thick duck, Crispy says. Of course, the blue thick duck laid the big old chicken egg and the chicken hatched from it. And then it was able to lay eggs from there. Shiny Oricorio. The fire type shiny Oricorio with the black and the red stripes. Yo, so good. How come we were talking about you? Oh, I was asking Kristen and Ralph what you've been doing in your streams, because I haven't been in one of your streams in a while. I need to drop by. I was talking about how usually I would hop in or have your stream up and running on like a Saturday when I'm working on video editing. But for one, you were on vacation with your family for a couple weeks. And then for two, I haven't edited any videos in quite some time because my weekends have been busy with family, friend stuff, events, all kinds of stuff. And then, yeah, Kristen brought up the chicken and the egg thing. Someone asked that, and I thought for sure you would say it was the chicken. He said the duck. Kristen was kind of correct. The big blue thick duck. Thick with 2 C's. I think it should be thick with 4 C's, Crispy. Just a big old thick boy. A big old thick boy. All right. Can we get this shiny before 1030? That is the question. Yo, Crispy, you missed it. I opened up some booster packs on stream tonight as well. Did a nice little intermission between shiny hunting. Break up the briefcase simulator madness with some card pack opening. I need to make myself a viable TCG deck now. Purple chicken came after the blue thick duck with 4 C's there that hatched the egg. Show the hit cards again. I'll show the rare ones. I'll show the rare one. I'll show the rare ones before I end stream. Because I'll go to the big screen. Show me the cards. I will, Crispy. I will show. I will show them. Indeed, I will. Got 4 more encounters, and then I'll go to the bigger screen and show off the rare pools. I don't think I got anything good, to be honest, but I think that the cards look cool though, at least. So that's all that really matters. The Clefairy art was so cool, and then it has like the hollow background to it. And then I think this one was Gita. Was the rare. Show me the cards. Throw me the shiny. Throw me the shiny pink monkey. Throw me the shiny pink monkey, Crispy. I was hoping that you would bring the shiny luck with you, Crispy. Maybe now that you're here, the pink monkey will shine for us. We'll just pop in and be like, what's up? And then we'll end stream with a bang. A shiny. Show off some cards. We can say goodnight. And then the next time I get into Sinnoh, I'll be able to play through the game and not be stuck in this briefcase simulation matrix. Going down the rabbit hole of madness. As long as I don't go under odds. Or as long as I do go under odds. I'm sorry. I do want to go under odds on this hunt. That was the only thing I was asking for. So as long as I go under odds on this hunt, I think I'll be okay. But I have a feeling, I've been talking about this since the start of this hunt. I have a feeling that it's going to be like the 2300 range for some reason. Oh, there's like a pit in my stomach that just thinks, yep, somewhere in the 2300s is when this is going to happen. So I think this is the 12th stream that I've been doing the starter hunt here. So it'll be another 13 streams to go unless I do like an offshoot weekend stream where I go for a while. Who knows? Ralph, in case you didn't know, Espeon and Umbreon won't be in the wild for global. They were only going to be in raids, but now they'll be off incense too. Just for your go statistics over there. New subscriber has a PSA 10 Raikou gold card. Yo, that sounds cool. Did they post it in your Discord, Crispy? A PSA 10? You love to see it. I knew about the incense thing. I usually run one when I'm out playing. So hopefully I can at least get the Umbreon. I'm not sure if they'll be in certain zones or not. Can't even get the Lugia. Oh no. Yeah, I heard earlier Kristen and Ralph updated me on your Lugia DA adventures there, Crispy. I think it was bound to happen with the amount of shinies, legendary shinies you got under odds in DAs. You were bound to have a longer hunt, and I guess this is the one. He posted the graded card on my Discord server. Oh, dude, I'm gonna go take a look at that after stream. A PSA 10 even. Yo, that's a good rating. You love to see it. You love to see it. No shiny there. 1028. We've got 2 more encounters. Will we 2 more encounters to possibly get the shiny tonight? I need Ralph's luck. Yo, Ralph popped off tonight with some shiny luck. Got his shiny Groudon in 1023 resets, I think. Then he got a shiny Mewtwo in 63 2 resets. And then what was the other? I keep forgetting what his third one was. He had like 3 shinies today. Got a Corsola a few months ago in Pokemon Go. What the heck is happening? Just load it. The dang digital copies. Crispy, I'm trying to give some to you and Casey, the shiny luck. Yes. I hope that the shiny luck rubs off. Crispy's over here with just shundos. The Pokemon Go shundos. What is that, like 100 statistics, right? It's and shiny. Crispy's got the good shiny luck in Go, just not in Dynamax Adventures. He'll get there one day, hopefully. Hopefully, one day. Perfect IV and shiny. Yes, in Pokemon Go. Ralph is the shiny master. Ralph is the video game shiny master. Kristen's just over here twiddling their thumbs. You'll get there, Kristen. You just gotta persevere. Buckle up. Keep moving forward and get after it. You'll get it. You'll catch up as well. I'm a shiny master in my McLovin voice. I didn't even know I had a shundo. Oh no, is it hard to like see the stats and whatnot in Pokemon Go? Okay, final encounter of the evening coming in hot, y'all. Coming in hot. And then I will show you the pulls. The rare cards. I don't think I got it. I wonder, the only thing that looks like it might be good would be that Clefable. The Clefable looked pretty sweet. I do like the card art though. The card art is so good. And especially like those full art cards I think are so awesome. Alpha needs to play COD and scream again. Oh no. Perseverance and patience, baby. That's all it takes, and you'll get the shiny. Perseverance and patience, and you too can have shiny luck like Ralph. That's the way to get it. All right, y'all. Final encounter tonight. It could be shiny. There's always a chance. This could be the shiny monkey, our little Mikey. All right, there's our boy. Is this the one? Encounter 1030. Is this our little buddy? Come on now. Nope. Not today. It was just not in the cards tonight, y'all. No shiny tonight, but we will keep at it. We will persevere. We will be patient. We will get there. Just gonna buckle in tight for the next one. But the nice thing is, this Sunday stream will not be the briefcase simulator. We're gonna go into Paldea and we're gonna shiny hunt some pancake Raichus. So Sunday will be a pretty fun stream. We're gonna get some shinies. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna look for the Hawaiian version of my buddy over here, and get the blame follow. Oh no, Roar the Child, welcome. How you doing tonight? I hope that you are having a great evening. Welcome, welcome. I'm actually coming towards the end of stream, but thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'll show you the rare pulls we got tonight. It was the Gita card here, the Darkrai. This one actually looks super cool. Look at how menacing Darkrai looks here. The Entei in all of his glory. And then my favorite of tonight, the Clefable. Look at it. But yeah, okay, so on Sunday, guys, Sunday will be Raichu hunting. I want to get a Raichu, a Mimikyu at least, which I think should happen because it's the increased shiny odds for these outbreaks. And yeah, so we'll be doing that on Sunday instead. And then I'll go back to the Chimchar hunt the following Tuesday. So that will be it for tonight. I appreciate you guys all stopping by. If you haven't already, please drop a like on the stream. It does help push the video into the YouTube algorithm. Even when it's not live and it's just a VOD, it will still help push things forward. Entei's really clean, Ralph says. Yeah, it is super good. And Clefable, yeah, the art on that Clefable just looks super cool. I love it. Crispy says the Darkrai card is nice. Yes, super menacing look. And Roar the Child, all the beautiful cards. Thank you, thank you. I think so too. This could be some fun things to get into. I'm getting deep into the rabbit hole of TCG, and I'm getting that competitive TCG itch. So I might be jumping down that rabbit hole. So maybe I'll do some more card pack openings in the future on some more future streams. But anyways, I hope you guys all had fun tonight. Kristen says go watch some Ghibli. I will do that. I'll probably try and sucker Gina into watching some with me because we like watching Disney movies anyway. So if Ghibli is like the Japanese style Disney, I'm sure we will enjoy it, and I will update you when I get a chance to do it. So anyways, once again, y'all, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of you oh so very much, and I hope to see you on the next stream. We'll be live on Sunday, 6:30 p.m. PST. I'll see you there, y'all. Have a good night.